on the Rogue Streaming Network. This is Medford Rogues Baseball.
Full swing and a miss, the throw over to second base, and the tag is going to be in time. It's a double play. Strike him out, throw him out. That's hit well. Deep shot, deep right field. That ball is a definite no-doubter.
Rogues Baseball is on the air.
Base running wins games, in my opinion. My philosophy is to create chaos on the base paths.
Rogue Valley, are you ready? Let's send it out to the ballpark. Here is the voice of your Rogues, Brian Welch. It is a beautiful Saturday evening for baseball in Northern California. It's game 2 of 3 between the Humboldt Crabs and the Medford Rogues. Hi everybody, my name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. And welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy On Deck Show. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy CCB 255-795. Medford 27-12 overall in the season, 14-9 in Pacific Empire League action. Rogues dropping game 1 of the weekend series last night, 12-5 to the Humboldt Crabs. It was a very interesting game last night. It was actually the Crabs that struck first in the home half of inning number 1 of an RBI single off the bat of Kiwana Soares and an RBI triple off the bat of Adam Enyart. It was 2-0 out of the gate for the Humboldt Crabs. Rogues offense trying to play catch-up. Humboldt plated 3 runs in the second. An RBI single off the bat of Alex Harrington and Kiwana Soares was the highlight of that inning, but also the Rogues committed 2 errors in the frame as well. And a run came across in the bottom half of inning number 3. So 6 runs came across in the first 3 innings. Rogues trying to find a way to capitalize. They found the offense in the top half of inning number 5. Ironically, Dave May was on the air with us. He'll be on the air with us a little bit tonight. And the Rogues offense found ways to capitalize, a couple of hits, and then also 3 runs came across in the inning. Bottom half of the 5th, it was the Crabs that answered back with a run as well on a sac fly from Daniel Osborne Jr. driving in Jamie Mullen. It was very interesting. Rogues trying to find a way to capitalize. They did get a run across in the top half of inning number 6 on a wild throw from the catcher Kiwana Soares that scored Quentin Olson from third base. And the Rogues could not play catch-up. Rogues offense struggled throughout the whole entire evening. The pitching staff struggled as well. Forrest Zelmer got the start. 4 2/3 innings on the hill. Gave up 11 hits, 7 runs, struck out 4 Crabs batters, and also issued 2 walks to Humboldt hitters in yesterday's affair. Matty Ibrahim Jr., Lorenzo Liu, and Ethan Swenson saw time out of the pen, but the Rogues could not find a way to take game 1 of this weekend series, and this is the game of the year tonight. If Medford drops game 2 of this 3-game weekend set, and if the Lincoln Potters win, the Rogues are eliminated from playoff contention. So once again, if the Rogues lose tonight and the Lincoln Potters win, the Rogues are eliminated from postseason contention. So a lot on the line tonight. It is game 2 of this 3-game set, and this is a decisive game in this weekend series. Can the Rogues try to find a way to get the offense moving? We shall see. First pitch scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Take a look at the Humboldt Crabs. Take a look at the opposition. It is the Humboldt Crabs, 34-12 overall in the season, 12-11 in Pacific Empire League action, and it was the top third of their batting order that got the job done last night. Think about Manoah Chapman, Alex Harrington, and Kiwana Soares got the job done. All 3 of them are the top third in the batting order for tonight's game as well. You think about what they did. They combined for 7 hits through the first 6 innings. And they found ways to capitalize throughout the whole entire evening. Rogues going to try to find a way to slow down the Humboldt offense on this Saturday evening. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard and the standings. That's brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. It's Healdsburg atop the league. They are 19-6 in Pacific Empire League action. They are already locked into the postseason for next week. Lincoln is 15-9 overall in the season. Medford is 14-9. They're in 3rd place. Humboldt Crabs are in 4th place. They are 12-11. West Coast Kings 7-17. Solana Mudcats 5-19. And that rounds out the standings in the Pacific Empire League. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. A couple of other games going on besides our game in Northern California. Healdsburg takes on the California Red Tails. That's a 6 p.m. first pitch. That has not registered yet. I think that we loaded up right now. They're in the home first currently at Recreation Park. And the game we'll be looking at throughout the whole entire evening. Can the West Coast Kings play spoilers against the Lincoln Potters. That'll be a 7:05 first pitch. We'll take a look at that scoreboard throughout the whole entire evening. You definitely know that this Rogue squad is going to be definitely scoreboard watching throughout the whole entire evening. If the Rogues can win tonight to force the rubber game, they still have a chance at the postseason. You got to get the job done tomorrow, but a lot of baseball to be played tonight in Northern California. Let's give you the starting pitchers for tonight's game. Going for the Humboldt Crabs, it is Bryson Shelp. Bryson Shelp, the guy that saw a little bit of time in the Rogue Valley for the Crabs. Bryson Shelp works with a fastball, splitter, and the slider, so a 3-pitch mix for him. And countering for the Rogues, guy that you've seen throughout the whole entire summer, Herman Luna gets the start for the Rogues. So it's Herman Luna for Medford and Bryson Shelp for the Humboldt Crabs. Once again, welcome to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. I was able to sit down of our Rogues player spotlight, a guy we heard from a little bit earlier in the summer, Jay Neugebauer, plus we go one-on-one with head coach Kevin Olmstead. Those two conversations are coming up right after the break. It is a picture-perfect Saturday evening for baseball in Northern California. It is alumni night at the ballpark. Some of the Crabs alumni are in attendance, but also it's a fireworks night at the Arcata ballpark. The Rogues going to try to provide some fireworks on this Saturday evening inside the Redwood Curtain. Game 2 of 3 between the Humboldt Crabs and the Medford Rogues. 6:30 for the first pitch. More of the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Welcome back to the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. It's time to get rowdy. This is our Rogues player spotlight. We heard from him a little bit earlier in the summer, but our guest today is Jaden Neugebauer, the young man from Chico, California. Jaden, how are you?
Good, how are you, Brian?
I'm doing well, my friend. I can't believe it is tonight. It's the second to last game of the regular season. Rogues have an opportunity to punch their ticket to the postseason. They take 2 out of 3 this week against the Humboldt Crabs. But regardless, the summer has gone by in a blink of an eye.
Yes, it has. I mean, a lot of fun, met a lot of new people, and made a lot of friends that I'm going to stay in contact for my final years. So, yeah.
You and I, we talked about this a little bit in the beginning part of the summer about being able to adjust to the new surroundings, the new field, the new teammates you have, and as well as being in the Rogue Valley. It seems like this group is probably the tightest the Rogues have ever had in a clubhouse.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot harder to kind of build that chemistry. Just going at school ball, it was kind of hard to build the chemistry and meet new guys. And coming here, I thought it would be kind of the same way, a lot of different age guys and stuff, but it was a lot easier than I thought. I left the second week of the season back home for my brother's graduation and came back, and I mean, it was just super tight and just felt like I never left. So, yeah.
You've pitched, you've hit. You last time out, you had an outing against the West Coast Kings. That breaking ball was lethal when you were on the hill. Do you like the pitch? You like the hit now?
Yeah, I mean, I do definitely like to be in the field and be hitting more. But, I mean, pitching I brought up my senior year of high school, really got into it. And my coach back at home, Eric Loesch, kind of helped me with pitching, getting pitches and stuff like that, and just worked on it little by little as seasons went on, and it's just gotten better and better. So, yeah.
And this is just a beautiful day for baseball inside the Redwood Curtain in Northern California. You got a chance. You were in the dugout last night. What was that environment like at the Arcata ballpark?
It's definitely hard. You got fans talking to you. You got people just basically hoping on your downfall and praying on your downfall. And you just got to kind of focus on yourself and do what you know you can do. And that's why you are obviously here. And just have fun at the end of the day. I felt like we just all weren't really trying to play together and we weren't having fun. And I think today's going to be a lot different. I think we're going to come out, we're going to have fun, we're going to play the game, and we're going to play for a playoff run. So, yeah.
No matter the result tonight and tomorrow, this is probably going to be one of the funnest teams and probably one of the favorite teams that I've gotten to work for over the years, my second year with the Medford Rogues. But what's that one thing you're going to take away from this summer, personal or when you were playing?
I'm definitely going to take away some mental stuff, trying to strengthen my mental game. I definitely was trying to do that this year. And I felt like it's went a lot better. You obviously have the fans talking. Like I said, you got other things going on with your swing, if you're in a slump or not doing something you want to be doing. And so, yeah, I mean, the mental side is something I'm definitely going to take away. I mean, Kevin's really helped me with it, and just being as consistent as possible every single day and doing the same thing over and over again, just so you build that muscle memory.
And what about it? What's it been like being able to lean on head coach Kevin Olmstead, be able to ask the questions, be able to make yourself the best player you can be?
Yeah, I mean, he's been great. He's taught me a lot. This is going into my second year of college ball, and I feel like I've gotten so much more experienced in the last 2 months with him as our head coach than anything. I mean, I just feel like I'm maturing as the game's going on and as I keep playing games, and he's just teaching me new things every day. And I mean, that's what I came here for, is to learn new things. There's always stuff to learn in baseball, and I just keep learning every single day. One little thing, maybe two. It just, all the little things are just coming together. So yeah.
That's well said, my friend. I know that the season is on the line tonight, but the team is not worried about it. Hey, we've got to be able to play the game and be able to control our own factors tonight. But what's the one thing that you can believe that this team get the job done and get themselves to the postseason?
I know for sure that we're going to stay confident. Last night obviously was not the showing that we wanted to show, but I know tonight we're going to be back to our normal self, and we're going to go beat them. And tomorrow take that, just take it into tomorrow's game, and we're going to go off, and we're going to be in those playoff runs. So.
And I know that you are a big family guy. I know your girlfriend's here tonight. And what's it been like to have that support system all the way from Chico supporting you up in the Rogue Valley?
It's been a lot. I've been talking to my mom and dad every single day, just about little things also. I mean, just telling them basically what I'm learning and stuff like that. And just like knowing that they have my back and that they have confidence in me has been helping my confidence to stay and just be as consistent as I possibly can. Girlfriend's here supporting me. Parents have been coming to support me, so it just feels good in the back corner, you know.
You're the man, Jaden Neugebauer.
Will Salahar dapping you up right there, but Jaden, thank you so much for hopping on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Thank you for an awesome summer, and good luck out there tonight. All right.
Thank you.
That is our Rogues Player Spotlight. Jan Neugebauer joining us on the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. When we come right back after this, we go one-on-one with head coach Kevin Olmstead. Game 2 of 3 between the Humboldt Crabs and the Medford Rogues. It is the game of the year in Northern California. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. We are getting closer to first pitch between the Humboldt Crabs and the Medford Rogues. Game 2 of this 3-game set. It's time to go one-on-one with the coach, Kevin Olmstead. Coach, how are you? Happy game day.
Happy game day, man. I'm living the dream. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Coach. Coach, tough one last night. There was opportunities to get into the game. The Rogues got 3 runs across in the 5th inning. Just could not get the offense going. Pitching staff struggled. Just not the best night at the yard.
Yeah, that was a disappointing one to say the least. You know, when your defense ends up giving up 9 runs. Our offense, we had runners on first and second, nobody outs 4 times. I think bases loaded less than 2 outs 2 times, and didn't capitalize in any of those situations. And so, you know, that it sucks. It is what it is. We just have to live through another day. We have to, you know, put that in the past. We know we're a much better team than what we did last night, and so we have to go out there tonight and show it.
And you think about in that first inning, there was runners on at first and second. You're thinking, okay, the offense might find its way to get it across and try to capitalize. But what's that message to your hitters tonight about being able to execute with runners in scoring position?
Yeah, it's not overthinking about it, right? It's not making a bigger deal than it has to be. These guys have been doing it their entire lives. They've been doing it the entire summer. And so with that, get the pressure off of you. Surrender the outcomes of you doing a job or you not doing a job. Compete your butt off in the box and have a good plan. Get a pitch to hit. Be on time with that pitch.
And the pitching staff had its moments throughout the whole entire evening. Forrest Zomer had his moments. He was able to find the strike zone, but gave him a lot of hits and a lot of runs. The bullpen had its moments. What do you want to see the bullpen and the pitching staff work on for tonight and tomorrow?
Too many balls. We need to capitalize. We need to make sure we get strike one. We need to make sure we're ahead in the count when we're on defense. With that, we're going to be put into good situations. Our secondary pitches, they can't be just obvious balls. They have to be competitive misses. And so that's something that we just didn't do last night. And so that's what I want to see change tonight.
And we talked about this a little bit yesterday about how the dew settles in on the field, especially in that fifth, sixth inning. There was only one hard hit ball last night. Most of it was the short hoppers, short. It was soft contact. Do you expect that again tonight?
Yeah, I think so. This Craps team's a really good team. We're a really good team. But, playing at sea level is a little bit different. And so small ball has to be put into play tonight. Maybe some hit and runs tonight. And so that's how we're going to win baseball games.
And this is a big game tonight. It is the game of the year. We'll talk about that throughout the whole entire broadcast tonight. But let's talk about the development from start to almost the near finish. What's it been like seeing this group of guys this year be able to start and be able to get the job done and be able to be the best baseball player and best person they can be out the field?
Yeah, good question. But before I answer that, I do want to touch on the game of the year. What a privilege and an honor it is, to be in this situation with 2 games left. The kids, you should dream about these moments. You should crave these moments because these are the moments that help you become a better man. Facing these adversity moments, these fun competitive moments, it's what it's all about. It's why you play the game. It's why you started in T-ball, to compete. And so I'm overly joyed with this moment. I'm overly joyed with this night, and whatever happens, I'm going to give it my all, whether we win, lose, or draw. It's going to be a fun one. Back to your question, just about the development. I'm extremely proud of some of the guys' developments physically. The big thing with this generation and age, this society, a lot of it's mental, man. It's shaping these guys to be men at this age. They're 19 to 22. Some are 23-year-old kids. And they, some of them are experiencing life on their own for the first time ever, and so this entire summer, teaching them the ways of life, that was the biggest reward for me, and there were frustrating talks. There were frustrating individual talks. There were real talks with some individuals throughout this entire summer, and so I just hope and I pray that these guys, really bought into not just the physical aspect on the field, but the mental and the actual ability to be a better man off the field.
That is well said, Coach. I know we talked about it. It is the game of the year, and you give the ball to Herman Luna. What do you want to see from him tonight?
God, have fun, man. Compete your butt off. He did it all throughout June. He's more than capable of doing it. I just want to see him compete and be fearless out there. That's it.
You kind of touched on it a little bit earlier in the interview. Keys to victory?
Yeah, don't let the moment be bigger than it has to be. Again, this is playoffs for us. With playoffs, the teams that win playoff games are the guys that let it all out. They surrender everything. They have as much fun as possible, and most importantly, they compete and they don't get themselves down when stuff doesn't hit the fan, or when stuff does hit the fan. And so those are our biggest keys.
Coach, always a pleasure, my friend. Good luck out there, and I'll see you on the bus.
Go Rogues, baby.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball. Rogue CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues Baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue CN Medford Airport at roguegreenscn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our Hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
It is a picture-perfect evening for baseball in Northern California. Middle game of this three-game set. Let's send it down to the public address announcer for the playing of the national anthem from the Arcata Ballpark.
1998 to performing the national anthem, rather, is Ken McCandless.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ken McCandless, ladies and gentlemen.
to go on this Saturday evening. Middle game of this 3-game set between the Humboldt Crabs and the Medford Rogues. Can the Rogues keep their playoff hopes alive? We'll find out in 3.5 hours' time. Once again, my name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Just about ready for first pitch between the Crabs and the Rogues. See that starting lineup for your Rogues, led by head coach Kevin Olmstead at 27-12 overall in the season, 14-9 in Pacific Empire League action. Batting lead off is the second baseman Daniel Berman. In the 2 spot is the left fielder Quentin Olson. In the 3 hole is the third baseman Logan Macy. The cleanup man tonight, moving over from third base to first base, is Kian Sanchez. Chris Ortiz is the 5-hitter tonight. He does the catching. Jackson Rosenthal is the DH man. He is in the 6th spot. Evan Seidel's patrolling center field this evening. He is the 7-hole hitter. Jay Neugebauer, our Rogues player spotlight, is the shortstop tonight. He is batting in the 8th spot. His family is in attendance tonight for tonight's contest with his girlfriend. And Will Salahar is patrolling right field, and he is the 9-hitter. So it's Berman, Olson, Macy, Sanchez, Ortiz, Rosenthal, Evan Seidel, Jay Neugebauer, and Will Salahar. Starting pitcher for the Humboldt Crabs, Bryson Shelp, out of UC Davis, getting his one, tosses in. And Bryson Shelp, we saw him a little bit in the Rogue Valley a couple of weeks ago. And his one tosses in right now as we speak. It's been a perfect evening. It's been a perfect day in Northern California. Shelp this season, an ERA of 3.14, 3 wins, no losses, 9 appearances, gets his 5th start of 2026, 28 2/3 innings on the hill. Opposing batters hitting .217 against him, and has 23 strikeouts as opposed to 14 walks. Rogues in their patriotic red, white, and blue jerseys, the gray pants. The Crabs rocking the red, white, and blue jerseys with the red jerseys with the blue and white trim. Crabs in white with a blue outline. And we're about ready for liftoff on this Saturday evening in Northern California. Let's give you the dimensions of the ballpark quickly before first pitch. It is 307 down the line in left field, 304 down the line in right field, in the gaps in left and right center, 394 in left center, 338 in right center, 368 out to straightaway center. About ready for liftoff on this Saturday evening. First pitch fastball finds the upper third, strike one, and we're underway at 6:37 p.m. in the Arcata in the Redwood Curtain. Not the Rogue Valley, but difference in temperatures between the Rogue Valley and Northern California. Down like 20-degree change. Strike one pitch. Slider misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daniel Berman at the dish for the Rogues, a .333 hitter so far in 2026. Has 1 extra base hit to his credit. Shelp sets up on that first base side of the rubber. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball misses up and in. 2-1 to the righty. Daniel Berman, the right-handed batter, trying to provide a little bit of offense. We talked about this a little bit in our one-on-one conversation with head coach Kevin Olmstead. 2-1 pitch, and he's hit by the pitch. And that's how the Saturday evening begins. Daniel Berman takes first base of honor. So a hit by pitch for Daniel Berman. Puts the leadoff man on for the Rogues. 1 on, nobody out. Just getting underway in the top half of inning number 1. No score between Medford and Humboldt. Here's the left fielder for the Rogues. It is Quentin Olson. Quentin Olson is the 2-hitter tonight. Quentin Olson was the 7-hitter in yesterday's series opener at the Arcata Ballpark. Shelp sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Small lead for Daniel Berman at first base. First pitch, fastball's up. Ball 1. Quentin Olson this season for the Rogues, 241 hitter. 5 runs batted in so far in 2026. 2 doubles and 1 triple to his credit. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch, slider finds the outer third. A ball and a strike to the lefty, Quentin Olson. Baseball runs in the Olson family. His brother is playing in the Oregon State Legion Tournament, and Harry and David Field up the road in Medford. Throw to first base, chases back. Daniel Berman, ball gets past the first baseman Areola, and Daniel Berman just stays put at first base. So Areola at first base, trying to track that one down on the pickoff. Shelp gets back on the rubber. Still 1 ball and 1 strike to the lefty, Quentin Olson. Glacier blue skies overhead. Temperatures in the high 60s. There's a little bit of a breeze blowing out to left center. A ball and a strike to the lefty. 1-1. Fastball finds the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Logan Macy waits on deck for Medford. Infield is playing deep for the Crabs. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Middle infield for the Crabs. Fagan and Chapman definitely thinking of turning 2. 1-2. Hits down the air, curves into the left field. Wilson, the left fielder, on the run, loses the hat, can't make the play, gets past him, going towards third base is Daniel Berman. He gets to third base. Quentin Olson gets aboard with a double, puts runners at second and third, and that's a great response for the Rogues on this Saturday evening. It curved into left field. The left fielder Wilson could not track it down. Rogues have runners at second and third. 2 on, nobody out. We are on the road first. No score between Medford and Humboldt. This is a big inning right now for this Rogue squad. And you like the attack mode by Quentin Olson. Rogues can definitely strike first. You like the attack mode by the Rogues. 2 on, nobody out. Here's a third baseman for Medford, Logan Macy. First pitch, slider misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Logan Macy moving over from short to third tonight. Logan Macy this season for the Rogues, a 300 hitter. Has driven in 12 in 2026. 1-0. Finds the bottom third. Strike 1. Macy gets out of the batter's box. The right-handed batter climbs in. Quentin Olson at second base. Daniel Berman at third base. Rogues had 2 on in yesterday's first inning. 1-1. Slider misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. But can today be different? Rogues left runners on in that first inning, and that was kind of how the evening went yesterday in game 1 of the weekend set. Logan Macy ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball misses up and out. 3-1 to the righty. Macy this season got those 2 big home runs in 1 game, 2 3-run blasts. Wind is blowing out to center field. 3-1. Breaking ball. Misses up and in. Ball 4. Logan Macy coaxes a walk to load the bases. So a hit by pitch by Daniel Berman. Quentin Olson gets aboard of a double. Logan Macy draws a walk. So bases loaded. Nobody out. We are on the top of 1. No score between Medford and Humboldt. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Rogues, the first baseman, Kian Sanchez. Kian being moved over from third base to first base. This is a big inning right now. Can the Rogues break the ice on this Saturday evening in Northern California? Schulp delivers the first pitch. First pitch, fouls it off, left side, strike 1. Kian Sanchez this season a .375 hitter. 11 doubles, 1 triple, 3 round home runs, 18 runs batted in so far in 2026 in the summer. Berman at third base, Olson at second, Macy at first base. No balls and a strike from Bryson Schulp. Fastball elevated. Ball 1. Schulp, the freshman from Davis, former Blue Devil of Davis High, currently going to school at UC Davis, did not appear in 2026 in the spring, but was a 3-year varsity player in high school. 1-1, misses low, 2-1 to the righty Kian Sanchez. This is a big inning right now for this Rogue squad. Can the Rogues capitalize and be able to execute? 2-1. Slider misses low and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike to Kian Sanchez. Chris Ortiz waits on deck for the Rogues. Daniel Berman at third base. Quentin Olson at second. Logan Macy at first. Harrington, the center fielder for Humboldt, plays a couple of steps in to left center. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Hits that in the air, right field, trails out of play, and it lands in the parking lot just past the ballpark across the street, and the count fills. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and it did not hit anything, says the fans on the top row at the Arcata Ballpark. They let everybody else know via sign language. Rogues can definitely try it out for a run in the situation with the bases loaded. 3-2, misses low and outside, ball 4. Kian Sanchez walks in a run, and the Rogues take the lead away for the first time in the series. It's a 1-0 lead for Medford. So Daniel Berman walks in from third. It's a 1-0 lead for Medford. Bases still loaded. Nobody out. We are on the road first. 1-0 lead for the Rogues against the Humboldt Crabs. And it is the pitching coach for the Crabs out of the dugout to have a conversation with Bryson Shelp and the whole entire infield. This pause in the action is brought to you by our good friends at the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Quick conversation concludes, and we go back to work once again. Rogues cover all the bags, nobody out. We are on the road first. 1-0 lead for Medford against Humboldt. Can the Rogues set the tone on this Saturday evening? And this is a team that's been able to answer the call and also be able to find ways to handle the adversity. You think about that week when the Rogues had to play the Lincoln Potters 3 times and the Crabs twice at Harry and David Field a couple of weeks ago. Rogues went 5-0 and played really good baseball. First pitch, fastball, misses up and out. Ball 1. Crabs bullpen starting to move around a little bit. This is a big inning. This is a impactful inning if you are the Rogues. You don't want to leave runners on, but you definitely want to get some more runs across to build some insurance before the Crabs bats even get to the dish. 1-0, misses low. Ball 2. Chris Ortiz this season for the Rogues, 336 hitter. 23 runs batted in, 2 home runs. Leads the team in RBIs. 2-0, breaking ball. Finds the outer third. 2 balls, 1 strike. Quentin Olson at third base, Logan DeMacy at second, Kian Sanchez at first. This is a inning that if you are the Rogues, you like what you've done so far. 2-1. Misses up. 3 balls, 1 strike. Crowd's not happy about the strike zone so far. Did not get the name of the home plate umpire for tonight's contest. Still a 3-man crew. The home plate umpire from last night is in the field. He's the third base umpire this evening. 3-1. And it's upstairs, ball 4. Chris Ortiz walks in a run, and it's the second run scored, and a crucial second run comes across for the Rogues to start off the Saturday evening. So Kian Sanchez walks in a run, Chris Ortiz walks in a run, and the Rogues still cover all the bags and nobody out in the road first. Medford 2, Humboldt still waiting to come up to the dish. Medford trying to make it pay in this inning. So Rogues cover all the bags, nobody out. We are on the road first. Here's the DH man, Jackson Rosenthal, the left-handed batter. Strike 1 pitch, slider misses low, ball 1. This has been that type of inning that the Rogues have hoped for on the road this season. This inning's kind of shaping up to what we saw in Solano last week. Shelp sets up on that first base side of the rubber, delivers the pitch, 1-0, slider misses in. 2 balls, no strikes. Jackson Rosenthal this season a .310 hitter. 12 runs batted in so far in 2026. And now Juanosora is the catcher talking to his battery mate Bryson Shelp. The first baseman Ariola steps out as well. And they are going to talk on the hill. This pause the action is brought to you by our good friends at Figaro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated and a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Home plate umpire breaking up the conversation between the trio of Crabs. Bases loaded, 2 balls and no strikes, nobody out. We are in the road first. This is a big inning right now for the Rogue squad. It's how you set the tone in this middle game of this 3-game set. game of the year for the Rogues, and head coach Kevin Olmstead talked a little bit about that in our one-on-one conversation. Macy at third, Sanchez at second, Ortiz at first base. 2 runs across on 1 hit already. 3 walks already issued. First pitch fastball. All right, the 2-0 misses upstairs, ball 3, I should say. And this is not the start that Bryson Shelp envisioned. Rogues going to try to make the most of it in this inning. There's a righty getting warmed up in the bullpen for the Crabs. 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0. Misses upstairs, ball 4. Jackson Rosenthal walks in a run. It's a 3-0 lead for Medford. So Macy scores from third, Sanchez goes to third base, Ortiz goes to second, and it's the 3rd run batted in via the walk. Rogues keep the offense moving. 3-0 lead for Medford in the top half of inning number 1. Bryson Shelp trying to find a way to get that first out of the inning. Crabs middle infield can definitely turn 2. First pitch fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. And that is probably the loudest we've heard the crowd so far tonight. They fire up on the crowd mic. Strike 1 pitch, hits that in the air, right field. Inyart trying to track that down, makes the grab. Tagging, but puts on the brakes is Kian Sanchez. And Evan Saito flies out for the first out of the inning. Crabs fans fired up for that first out of the frame. Bases loaded, 1 out. We are in the road first. 3-0 lead for Medford. Here is the shortstop, Jay Neugebauer. Let's give you the defense is backing up the starter, Bryson Shelp. Around the horn from third to first, it's Mullen, Fagan, Chapman, and Areola. In the outfield from left to right, it's Wilson, Harrington, and Enyart. And Kawanosaurus does the catching tonight. First pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Jared Neugebauer, a Rogues player spotlight today. 264 hitter so far in the summer. Has 11 runs batted in 2026. The lefty from Chico, California waits the strike 1 pitch. Fastball misses up and out. A ball and a strike. Very insightful from Jay Neugebauer today in the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. 1 ball and 1 strike upcoming. Fastball lifted foul down the third base side. Goes out of play. Strike 2. This is a big inning once again for this Rogue squad. If you are Medford, how do you capitalize? Kian Sanchez at third base, Chris Ortiz at second, Jackson Rosenthal at first base. Jaden behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shelp delivers. Line drive, hooks it foul to the netting on past the third base side. We'll do it once again. Jaden gets out of the batter's box. Now walks, now stops. Now walks back in. Great 2-way guy and a lot of fun to talk with during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. Very insightful in what he was talking about today. Talking about learning the mental side of the game. Learning that from head coach Kevin Olmstead. And now time taken by Jay Neugebauer. Gets out of the batter's box. Rogues still cover all the bags. 1 out. 3-0 lead for the Rogues. Already in the top half of inning number 1. 1-2. Slider misses outside, and the count goes square. Jaden gets out of the batter's box. Climbs back in. His girlfriend's here tonight. Trying to pack a punch for the Rogues in this inning. 2-2. Fastball misses up and out, and the count runs full. Bryson Shelp trying to get himself back to the dugout, the starting pitcher for the Humboldt Crabs. Not having the best first inning on this Saturday night. 3 runs across on 1 hit. 4 walks, Shelp is issued. Hits that in the air as Jay Neugebauer. Center field, tracking it down as Harrington. Harrington makes the one-hand grab at center field. Tagging from third, and scoring is Kian Sanchez. And the Rogues have a 4-0 lead in the top half of inning number 1. So Neugebauer sack flies out to center field for the second out of the inning. That puts runners at first and second. So 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the road to first. 4-0 lead for Medford in this middle game of this 3-game set against the Humboldt Crabs. It's the 9th batter to see Bryson Shelp in this inning. Rogues right now have had their moments throughout the whole entire series. Like the positive right out of the gate for the Rogues. Shelp sets up on that first base side of the rubber for the Crabs. Glances at second base. The pitch. Fastball finds the inside corner. Strike 1. Well, Salahar at the dish for the Rogues. I know his family's listening back home in beautiful Arizona in the Valley of the Sun, Anthem, Arizona. Salahar this season a .271 hitter. Has 6 runs batted in so far in 2026. Probably a difference in the temperature between Anthem, Arizona and Arcata, California. Strike 1 pitch, chopper to the third base side, charging is the third baseman. Mullins gloves it, throws it over to first base, and it throws in time for out number 3. But 4 runs come across on 1 hit, no errors, but the Rogues leave a pair on. Chris Ortiz left on at second base, Jackson Rosenthal left on at first, and we head to the home half of inning number 1 right after this. Medford 4, Humboldt coming up. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Home half of inning number 1 we go from the Arcata Ballpark. Medford 4, Humboldt coming up for the first time on this Saturday evening. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Let's give you that starting lineup for the Humboldt Crabs, led by head coach Jeff Giacomini. The Crabs are 34-12 overall in the season, 12-11 in Pacific Empire League action. A bat lead off is the second baseman, Manoah Chapman. In the 2 spot is the center fielder, Alex Harrington. The catcher is Kawana Soares. He's the 3-hole hitter. Adam Menyard's patrolling right field tonight. He's the cleanup man. Jamie Mullins at third base this evening. He's the 5-hitter. Colton Bordeman is the DH man tonight. He is in the 6th spot. Jason Areola is at first base. He's batting 7th. Anae Wilson is patrolling left field tonight. He is batting in the 8th spot. And Joe Fagan is at shortstop tonight. He is in the 9-hole. So it's Chapman, Harrington, Soares, Enyart, Mullen, Bordeman, Areola, Wilson, and Fagan. And they face Herman Luna. Herman Luna got his warm-up tosses in, gets ready to take on Manoah Chapman for the first time this evening. First pitch fastball finds the inside corner, strike 1. And you heard from head coach Kevin Olmstead touch on this in our one-on-one conversation. He wanted to see Herman Luna be like himself, like he was in the month of June. Strike 1 pitch, breaking ball, misses outside, ball 1. Herman this season, ERA at 2.85, 5 wins, 2 losses. Gets his 8th start of the season. 1-1, slow dribbler foul down the first base side at strike 2. Manoah Chapman at the dish. We talked a little bit about this Humboldt Crabs top third of the batting order during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. This team was pretty lethal in the top third of the order last night. Chapman this season a .329 hitter behind 1-2. Fouls off the breaking ball, goes right side. We'll do it again. Think about what Chapman did. Reached on base twice. Got aboard of a pair of singles in the first and in the second inning in yesterday's affair. Still behind 1-2. And the pitch. Chopper to the shortstop side, picked up by Jay Neugebauer, and it goes through his glove into left center. It goes. Manoah Chapman gets aboard to lead off the inning. Now let's see how the official scorekeeper is going to score that one. The shortstop position last night was a definite topic of conversation between the Crabs and the Rogues. Multiple errors committed in the shortstop position in yesterday's game. So it is an E6. Chapman reaches on an error. 1 on, nobody out. We are on the home first. 4-0 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's the center fielder, Alex Harrington, the San Diego native. Right-handed batter steps into the batter's box for his first trip of the evening. Rogues middle infield can definitely turn too. Jada Neugebauer and Daniel Berman definitely scheming that. First pitch misses low. Ball 1. Alex Harrington at the dish for the Crabs, a .311 hitter so far in 2026. 9 doubles, 3 triples, 1 triple I should say. No home runs yet in 2026, but has 20 RBIs to his credit this season. 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball finds the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Crabs fans not happy about the strike zone so far. Herman Luna sets up on that first base side of the rubber, right against right. Throw over to first base, chases back. Manoah Chapman gets back to the bag of a head-first slide. Still 1 ball and 1 strike. Harrington at the dish, the San Diego native. Can we go into Stanford? 1-1, breaking ball, misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Herman Luna gets the signal from his battery mate, Chris Ortiz. 2-1. Fastball misses low and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Rogues got 4 runs across in the top of this inning via the walk. Only hit of the inning was Quentin Olson with a double. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Evan Saito a couple of steps into right center. 3-1. Fastball misses up and in. Ball 4. Alex Harrington takes first. So Chapman reaches on an error. Harrington draws a walk, puts 2 on it, nobody out. We are in the home first. 4-0 lead for Medford on this Saturday evening. You don't want this lead to evaporate if you are the Rogues defense. This is a crucial inning to set the tone on this Saturday evening. Quick conversation between battery mates and good friends Chris Ortiz and Herman Luna concludes. We go back to work once again. 2 on, nobody out. Here's the catcher, Kawana Suarez. Suarez was behind the dish yesterday, is behind the dish today. The right-handed batter digs in for his first trip of the evening. Runners at first and second. Manoah Chapman at second base. Alex Harrington at first. Kawana Suarez trying to provide a little bit of offense, trying to get this Crab squad back into this game. First pitch, fastball misses low and outside. Ball 1. Talked about the dimensions of the ballpark a little bit ago. This is a very unique ballpark, and we talked about it a little bit today at lunch. Coach Kevin Olmstead and I, we actually had lunch at a great Mexican restaurant right near the team hotel. 1-0, fastball finds the inside corner, strike 1. It was a big burrito. It was really good, carne asada with the beans and rice and a little bit of cabbage on it. That was really good. We were talking about last night about the hardest hit ball was later in the game with that line drive from Adam Enyart that went past the third baseman, Kean Sanchez, into left field. That was the only hard hit ball last night. It was just soft contact in the game. 1-1, breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kawana Suarez at the dish, trying to continue this offense for the Crabs. Suarez this season a .398 hitter, 31 runs batted in, 2 home runs, 1 triple, 7 doubles. 1-2 from Herman Luna. Breaking ball, misses upstairs, and the count goes square. There is a TrackMan here at the ballpark. TrackMan is just above us, just to the left. We are actually broadcasting the game from outside of the press box. This is probably one of my favorite places to broadcast a game from on the road in the Pacific Empire League, because you're right in the fans. You're there. 2-2. Breaking ball. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Kawana Suarez not happy about it, but he goes back to the dugout. The Crabs fans are booing, but Herman Luna gets his first punch out of the evening. That is a crucial first out of the frame. Two on, one out. We are in the home first. 4-0 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's the right fielder, Adam Emyart. Chapman at second base, Harrington at first. We'll give you that defense backing up Herman Luna after this first pitch. Herman Luna sets up on that first base side of the rubber. He waits and fires the pitch. Fastball misses low and outside. Ball one. Around the horn from third to first, it's Macy, Neugebauer, Berman, and Sanchez. In the outfield from left to right, it's Olson, Saito, and Salahar. Chris Ortiz does the catching tonight for Medford. Wind is picking up just a tiny bit. 1 ball and no strikes. Fastball finds the outside corner. Strike one. Emyart this season for the Crabs, 355 hitter. 47 runs batted in so far, 6 home runs. Leads the team in RBIs. Talking with head coach Jeff Giacomini a little bit about Adam Emyart before first pitch. Talked about him being a returner, but also being versatile. Guy can play in the outfield. 1-1, swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Adam Emyart can be versatile in the outfield. Guy can pitch as well, so a two-way guy. You can put him in multiple, you can have him be in multiple spots for your team. The thing is, they don't normally take a lot of seniors. And Adam Emyart waits the 1-2. Curveball misses low, and the count goes square. You think about it, this is the Rogues' best opportunity to send a message tonight. Rogues still want to be able to be in the hunt for the Pacific Empire League postseason. You got to win tonight. If you win tonight, you have that opportunity to take care of the rubber game tomorrow, but a lot of swing and a miss. And Emyart ahead on that pitch, but he strikes out for the second out of the inning. Crucial strikeout for Herman Luna on the hill. 2 on, 2 outs. We are in the home first. 4-0 lead for Medford. Here's the 5-hitter for the Crabs, Jamie Mullen. He's the third baseman this evening. The right-handed batter goes to work now. Chapman at second base, Harrington at first. This is the big inning right now for this Rogue squad defensively. Herman Luna sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Glances at second base and fires. First pitch, sky high, left field. Going back is Quentin Olson. Circles to his right, and that ball is a freeway ball. Goes to the 101. A 3-run blast for Jamie Mullen. Crabs pull within 1. Mullen this season gets his 7th round tripper of 2026. Makes it a 4-3 lead for Medford. We talked about it. You don't want the lead to evaporate in this inning. Crabs pull within 1 with a 3-run blast from Jamie Mullen. First pitch misses outside, ball 1 to the DH man, Colton Boardman. Bases empty, 2 outs, 4-3 lead for Medford. Herman Luna sets up on that first base side. 1-0. Slider finds the outer third. Strike 1. Colton Boardman at the dish. Boardman was in the field yesterday, 260 hitter for the Crabs. Hits that sky high in the air. Charging in is the center fielder, Evan Suttle, cutting everybody off. Makes the one-hand grab with the shades on for out number 3, and the inning comes to a close. 3 runs come across on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. A 3-run blast from Jamie Mullen makes it a 4-3 lead for Medford. Rogues lead by 1 heading to the second inning. 2 up for the Rogues. It's 1, 2, and 3. Daniel Berman, Quentin Olson, and Logan Macy. Medford 4, Humboldt 3. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
The Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. It's a one-run game heading to the top half of inning number 2 from the Arcata Ballpark. Medford 4, Humboldt 3. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It was the Crabs in the bottom half of inning number 1, putting up a 3 spot in the inning with a 3-run blast from Jamie Mullen. Rogue sent 9 batters to the dish in the top half of inning number 1. First pitch fouled off, right side strike 1. And for the second straight inning, Daniel Berman leads off the inning. Hit by a pitch in his first AB of the night. Rogue sent 9 batters to the dish in the top half of the first, plated 4 runs. Rogue's offense feeling pretty good. First pitch, strike 1 pitch rather, finds the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs across in the first on 1 hit. It was a walk-a-thon in the first. Bryson Shelp trying to settle down on the hill for the Crabs. Swings and chops her to the third base side, picks up his Mullen, bare hands the throw to first base, and it sails into the dugout. Rounding first, digging for 2 is Daniel Berman, and Daniel Berman gets to second base to lead off the inning. So it went not into the dugout, but went past the first baseman Areola. Daniel Berman turning on the Jets, and the Rogues are only 180 feet away from scoring. You like the attack mode by the Rogues tonight. Everybody during batting practice was talking about that this Rogue squad, they said, hey, that was yesterday. Today's the day. We have to find a way to get the job done. And now the Rogues in a big opportunity once again. 4-3 lead for the Rogues. First offering, squares for a bunt as Quentin Olson pulls it down the third base side, picked up by Bryson Shelp, throws it over to first base, and he's out for the first out of the inning. So Quentin Olson grounds out on the sac bunt. 1-3 officially on the small ball. That advances Daniel Berman to third base. They are going to say that is officially an error, so Daniel Berman reaches on an error. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the road second. 4-3 lead for Medford. Game 2 of this 3-game set. It is the game of the year for the Rogues. First pitch, fastball, finds the top third, strike 1. Infield is playing in for the Crabs. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Macy gets into the batter's box, got on base in his first AB, back in the first. Strike 1 pitch upcoming. Hits that in the air, right center field. That drops down for a hit. Daniel Berman jogs across home plate. It's an RBI single off the bat of Logan Macy, makes it a 5-3 lead for Medford. Rogues offense picking up where they left off in the first. You like what you're doing, you think about it. It's the third hit of the evening.
Number 26, Kyan Sanchez.
So Macy with an RBI single makes it a 5-3 lead for Medford. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Kian Sanchez, the right-handed batter. First pitch. This is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Sanchez got on base in his first AB of the evening. So they are going to say that was a hit and an error for Daniel Berman earlier in this inning. 1 out. Breaking ball, pulls it foul, third base side, a ball and a strike. Blue skies overhead, some clouds off in the distance beyond right field. Just a perfect evening inside the Redwood curtain. It was head coach Kevin Olmstead and I, we went to lunch and we were talking about baseball and talking about this area. This is a very unique area. This is the college town. 1-1, taps it foul, screams foul down the first base side. Actually hits a pickup on the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Think about it, Arcata is home to Cal Poly Humboldt. Cal Poly Humboldt is just up the road a few blocks away from the Arcata Ballpark. Bryson Shelp sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Kian Sanchez behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Shelp's 1-2. Chopper foul, third base side. We'll do it again. And actually, my dad went to school at Cal Poly Humboldt, or when it was said back in the old days, Humboldt State. Geology major, Richard Welch. I know he's listening tonight. I know mom and dad are barbecuing back home in Kalinga. Kian Sanchez trying to provide a little bit more offense. Throw to first base. Chases back Logan to Macy. Macy gets back to the bag with a standing up. Still 1-2 to Kian Sanchez. Chris Ortiz waits on deck for the Rogues. Infield is playing deep for the Crabs. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Middle infield definitely thinking of turning 2 for Humboldt. 1-2. Fastball misses outside, and the count squares up. Kian Sanchez in his first AB tonight drew a walk, came around and scored. Think about what happened in the inning in the first. 4 walks were issued, plus a hit by pitch. Bryson Shelp saw 9 batters in the first. 2-2. Swing to miss on the curveball. Kian Sanchez down on strikes. That is the second out of the inning. First strikeout victim for Bryson Shelp tonight. 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the top of 2. 5-3 lead for Medford. Game 2 of this 3-game set between the Crabs and the Rogues. This is the game of the year.
Next up, number 48, Chris Ortiz.
If you are the Rogues, this is a big opportunity to pass the bat along. Rogues are playing well. Macy have a medium-sized lead. Hits that in the air. Chris Ortiz down the left field line, and it hooks foul. Bangs off the batting cages down the left field line for a long strike 1. And that ball went a couple of inches to the right. That's definitely, might be a double, might be scoring Logan Macy. But you like that attack mode by Chris Ortiz. Ortiz tonight reached on base in his first AB back in the first inning. So a lot of things for this Rogue squad tonight. You like what the Rogues have done. Definitely hitting that reset button, but also thinking there's no tomorrow. You got to win tonight. Force the rubber game tomorrow, and you keep those playoff chances alive. Strike 1 pitch. Misses outside of a slider. A ball and a strike. Chris Ortiz has been that guy who's been with head coach Kevin Olmstead since the start, since last year. Has been one of those leaders in the dugout. Chris has seen a lot of baseball. 1-1, chops it, picks it up to the left side as Quantasaurus throws it over to first base, and he throws in time for out number 3. 2-3 officially for the third and final out of the frame, and the side is retired. 1 run comes across on 2 hits, 1 error committed by the Humboldt Crabs, and 1 left on. Logan Macy left on at first base. Logan Macy with an RBI single makes it a 5-3 lead for Medford. We head to the bottom half of inning number 2 right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogreen CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogreen CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogreen CN Medford Airport at rogreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Bottom half of inning number 2 we go from the Arcata Ballpark. Medford 5, Humboldt 3. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in on this Saturday evening. It's 7, 8, 9 due up for the Crabs. Jason Arriola leads off the inning, followed by Anae Wilson and Joe Fagan. Herman Luna begins his second inning on the bump, giving up 3 runs in the bottom half of the first. First pitch, misses outside of a slider, ball 1. Jason Arriola, the first baseman tonight, was the first baseman yesterday in the series opener of the weekend set. Left-handed batter gets out of the batter's box now, climbs back in. Arriola, a .326 hitter so far in the summer. 1 ball, no strikes. Slider again misses outside at 2 balls and no strikes. Wind is picking up a little bit, blowing out to left center. Remember last year, this was the Saturday game of this. The 3-game set last year was probably the coldest I've ever felt. 2-0 pitch, misses low and in, and ball 3. Calling a game because it was just cold. Plus you get the moisture in the marine layer. It gets into the bones and it's cold. Arriola tonight trying to get aboard in his first AB of the evening. 3-0, misses upstairs, ball 4. Arriola takes first. Leadoff walk for the Crabs. 1 on, nobody out. We are in the bottom of 2. 5-3 lead for Medford. Middle game of this 3-game set. Here's the left fielder, Anae Wilson, for the Humboldt Crabs. And he is the tying run at the dish. This is an inning that you think about. You don't want to open the door the Crabs offense to be potent, especially in this part of the game. First pitch swinging, hits that sky high in the air. Will Salahar starts charging in. The right fielder with the neon shoes makes the grab with the shades on for the first out of the inning. And A. Wilson flies out for the first out of the frame. 1 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 2. 5-3 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's the shortstop for the Crabs, Joe Fagan. Rogues right now they jumped out to a 4-0 lead in the top half of inning number 1. Planted a run in the top of this inning. Here's the righty, Joe Fagan, the shortstop for the Crabs. You can definitely feel that Herman Luna and company definitely want to minimize the damage in this frame. First pitch, fastball misses low, ball 1. Herman Luna sets up on that first base side of the rubber, take it on the righty, Joe Fagan. Fagan this season a .271 hitter, 17 runs batted in. 1-0, hits that in the air, right center field. That drops down for a hit. It's a 1-out single off the bat of Joe Fagan, puts runners at first and second. So puts 2 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 2. 5-3 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. We go back to the top of the order, and last night it was dangerous. The Crabs found ways to capitalize in that part of the order in the game 1 of the 3-game set last night. So 2 on, 1 out. We are on the bottom of 2. 5-3 lead for Medford. Here's the second baseman, Manoah Chapman. Reached on base in his first AB, back in the home first. Rogues middle infield can definitely turn to Jan Neugebauer and Daniel Berman. Definitely scheming about that. Arriola at second base, Fagan at first. First pitch, misses low, ball 1. Herman Luna gets the signal from his battery mate, Chris Ortiz. The plate is partially in the shade. On the pitching mound, ground ball to the third base side. Big snare by Logan Macy. Speeds to the bag at third, and he's out at third. Jason Arriola is out at third base. Great hustle by Logan Macy, and Manoah Chapman reaches on a fielder's choice. The third base coach of the Crabs not happy with the third base umpire. So Chapman reaches on a fielder's choice, puts 2 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 2. 5-3 lead for Medford. You like what you're doing there. And now it is Chris Ortiz and Herman Luna huddling up on the hill. The third base umpire tonight was the home plate umpire yesterday. Third base coach of the Crabs not happy about that call, but a good hustle by Logan Macy to just put the tag down on the bag with the glove. I like that. Runners at first and second. Fagan at second base. Chapman at first. Here's the center fielder for the Crabs, Alex Harrington, San Diego native. First pitch. Fastball misses low and in. Ball 1. Wind starting to pick up just a tiny bit more on this Saturday evening. Wind was blowing out the left center. Now it's blowing out the right center. Herman sets up on that first base side of the rubber. 1-0. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. It's been that type of evening. Rogues have had to face adversity throughout the whole entire Now Herman Luna. 2-0. Chopper, third base side. Picks it up as Herman Luna, and he can't throw it over to anywhere. Harrington loads the bases on a bunt, on an infield single. So Harrington goes to first, Chapman to second, Fagan to third base. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom half of inning number 2, 5-3 lead for Medford. And now the water starting to boil up on the starter, Herman Luna. And Herman Luna trying to get the third base umpire's attention. So bases loaded, 2 outs, 5-3 lead for Medford. Here's the catcher, Juan Suarez. Right-handed batter. Crabs feeling it on this Saturday evening. First offering comes home. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Strike 1. 2 strikeouts so far for Herman Luna this evening. First strikeout victim was Kawana Suarez back in the first. Strike 1 pitch. Slider misses outside. A ball and a strike. One. Fouls it off at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fagan at third, Chapman at second, Harrington at first base. Chapman reached on a fielder's choice, forced out Areola at third. Fagan got aboard with a single. Harrington got aboard with an infield single. Rogues trying to dance their way out of the adversity. 1-2, ground ball to the shortstop, picked up by Jay Nugaba. Underhands it over to second for the third and final out of the inning. And Herman Luna's fired up on this Saturday night. Harrington forced out at second base to close the book on the bottom half of inning number 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. We played 2 inside the Redwood curtain. Rogues lead 5-3 against Humboldt. 2 up for the Rogues in the top half of inning number 3. Jackson Rosenthal, Evan Saito, and Jaden Neugebauer. Rogues lead by 2 in the middle game of this 3-game set. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. a full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Through 2 innings of action from the Arcata Ballpark, it's a 5-3 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Top half of inning number 3 we go from Northern California. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in on this Saturday evening. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Does your pool or hot tub need repairs? Call Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. That's brought to you by our good friends Kramer Cabinets. It's a 7-1 lead for Healdsburg against the California Red Tails. That's in the bottom half of inning number 4. And in the top of the second from McBean Park, it's a 2-0 lead for the West Coast Kings. Jackson Rosenthal leads off the inning for the Rogues, squares for a bunt, and he bunts through it and misses upstairs, ball 1. It's 6-7-8 due up for the Rogues. Jackson Rosenthal leads off the inning, followed by Evan Saito and Jaden Neugebauer. 1 ball and no strikes to the lefty Rosenthal. Swings at the slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson got aboard with a walk in the first inning, gets out of the batter's box, climbs back in. Bryson Shelp sets up on that first base side of the rubber. 1-1, hits that sky high in the air. Left field tracking it down as an A. Wilson loses the hat and makes the one-hand grab for out number 1. Jackson Rosenthal flies out for the first out of the inning. Bases empty, 1 out. We are in the top of 3. 5-3 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's the 7-hitter for Medford, Evan Saito, 0 for 1 so far this evening. Think about what the Rogues have had to do so far tonight, putting up a 4 spot in the top half of inning number 1, getting a run across in the second on an RBI single from Logan DeMacy. If the West Coast Kings continue with their lead in Lincoln, Rogues can definitely clinch tonight. Still a lot of baseball to play in Northern California, and a lot of baseball to be played down in the Sacramento Valley. First pitch to Evan Saito, and misses low and outside, ball 1. Saito tonight 0 for 1 at the dish. The right-handed batter waits for the 1-0 pitch from Bryson Shelp. Ground ball pulled to the left side, gobbled up by the shortstop Fagan. The throw over to first base, and the throw's on the money for out number 2. 6-3 on the ground out for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down in the road third. 5-3 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's the 8-hitter Jaden Neugebauer. 0 for 1 with an air 0 for 1 with an RBI, I should say. And I was thinking about, we were talking about during the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show, this is the game of the year for the Rogues. First pitch finds the outside corner, strike 1. If the Rogues win tonight, they force the rubber game tomorrow, but also keeps their playoff hopes alive. But if the Rogues lose tonight, strike 1 pitch, misses inside, ball and a strike to Jaden. If the Rogues lose and Lincoln wins, Rogues are eliminated from playoff contention. But if the West Coast Kings win tonight and the Rogues win here at the Arcata Ballpark, that puts the Rogues in the playoffs. A lot of things riding on for tonight's game. 1-1, hits that in the air. Left field going back is Wilson. Wilson drifts back. Wilson makes the one-hand grab in the shade, and the sun, I should say, for out number 3. And Jaden Neugebauer flies out for the final out of the frame. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Rogues go in order 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom half of inning number 3 right after this. It's a 5-3 lead for Medford. Can Herman Luna find a way to keep the Crabs offense at bay? We shall see. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Bottom half of inning number 3 we go from the Arcata Ballpark. 5-3 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Middle game of this 3-game set in beautiful Northern California. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Middle league order due up for the Crabs. Adam Enyart leads off the inning, followed by Jamie Mullen and Colton Borneman. Herman Luna begins his 3rd inning on the bump. Struck out a couple of batters in the first inning, gave up 3 runs in the first on a 3-run blast from Jamie Mullen. First pitch slider finds the outer third, strike 1. And Enyart, the right-handed batter tonight, 0 for 1 at the dish. Gets in the batter's box once again. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues, outfield playing deep and straight away. Strike 1 pitch, fouls off the fastball, rolls to the backstop, and the hole 0-2 is Enyart. Adam struck out in the first inning, the second strikeout victim for Herman Luna tonight. I know Herman's family and girlfriend are watching. 0-2. Fouls off, third base side. We'll do it again. Herman Luna grew up in Corcoran, California, in the San Joaquin Valley of California. Temperatures today in the part of California, the San Joaquin Valley, technically Central California. 105 today. Hot in the San Joaquin Valley. 0-2. Breaking ball, misses low and outside. A ball and 2 strikes to the righty. Adam Enyart, Jamie Mullen waits on deck. Rogues lead by 2 in this middle game of this 3-game set. 1-2. Slider gets away from Chris Ortiz. Check swing, and he did not go, says the first base umpire. And the count goes square. I think one of my favorite memories at the Arcata Ballpark was a check swing call at first, and the first base umpire was not paying attention. 2-2, fouls off the splitter. Goes to the left side. It foul is still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Enyart gets out of the batter's box and waits and climbs back in. It was the first base umpire. I think it was a couple of years ago when I was still with the Fresno A's, and the first base umpire was not looking at the swing. It was definitely 2-2. Breaking ball misses low, and the count runs full. Now Herman Luna facing a full count. Works from that first base side of the rubber. He waits, shakes off the signal from Chris Ortiz. Now waits and fires. 3-2, misses upstairs, ball 4. Adam Enyart coaxes a leadoff walk to begin the 3rd inning. 1 on, nobody out. We are on the bottom of 3. 5-3 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's the third baseman, Jamie Mullen. 1 for 1 so far this evening. Jamie Mullen changed the game in the first. Right-handed batter climbs in the batter's box for his second at-bat of the evening. Luna's first pitch. Slider misses outside. Ball 1. Jamie Mullen got aboard with a 3-run homer. The freeway ball, as the locals say. The locals always have, they always call it the freeway ball because it went over the freeway. 1-0, ground ball to the third base side. Bobbles is Logan Macy, throws it over to first base, and the throw is in time. Great recovery by Logan Macy, 5-3 on the ground out. Adam Menyard advances to second base, but Logan Macy eating it up, found a way to throw it over to first base and gets the first out of the inning. That's a crucial out in the third. 5-3 lead for Medford, bottom half of the third. There's a DH man, Colton Boardman, 0 for 1 so far tonight. Left-handed batter for the Crabs settles in, and Menyard at second base eliminates the opportunity to turn two for the Rogues. First pitch, ground ball to the right side. Daniel Berman charges it, scoops it, lollipop throw to first base, gets him out in time for out number 2. So Boardman grounds out for the second out of the inning. That advances Adam Menyard from second now to third base. So 1 on, 2 outs. We are on the bottom of 3. Medford 5, Humboldt 3. Here's the first baseman, Jason Ariola, reached on base in his first AB back in the second. Long pause by him, now goes to work now. He represents the tying run. Herman Luna found a way to dance out of the inning in the second. You definitely don't want to put runners out the corners, or at least you don't want Enyart to score from third. A lot on the line in this inning. Herman Luna sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Luna waits and fires. First pitch fastball misses up and out. Ball 1. Jason Ariola this evening got him on base in the second. One ball and no strikes. Ground ball to the first base side, off the first baseman's mitt of Kian Sanchez, into right corner, into the corner it goes. It's an RBI double. The ball escapes away from Daniel Berman. And Menyard scores from third. Jason Ariola with an RBI double. And it's a one-run game once again. Jason Ariola capitalizing on an RBI double, makes it a 5-4 lead. And now if you are Medford, this is a crucial inning to get that third and final out. So 1 on, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of 3. Here's the left fielder, Renee Wilson, 0 for 1 so far tonight. Crucial inning right now if you are Herman Luna to find a way, get that third and final out. First one. Fastball misses low. Ball 1. Certainly gets a little bit colder than it was at this point last night. I was saying that last year's middle game of this weekend series is probably the coldest I've ever been broadcasting a game. Throw to first base, chases back the runner Jason Ariola. Bang bang play at second base. Jay Neugebauer thought he got the tag applied. Jay Neugebauer trying to ask about that. Let the third base umpire. 5-4 game. We are in the bottom of 3. Medford with the lead. 1-0. Hits that in the air, hooks it foul down the right field line, lands in the picnic area. 1 ball, 1 strike. It is alumni night at the ballpark, so a lot of former Crabs in attendance. I see 1 former Crab and 1 former Rogue down the first base side. Trying to get Cam Sewell on for an inning or 2. I know Dave May will be joining us in the 4th inning. A ball and a strike from Herman Luna. Fastball finds the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Olsen tonight flied out to right field to Will Salahar in the second. Rogues have had their opportunities. Crabs still hanging around. Luna sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Glances at second base, fires the 1-2. Fastball. This is outside, and the count evens up. Gets back in as Wilson. The Santa Rosa native went to Cardinal Newman. Facing a 2-2 count. Sets up on that first base side of the rubber is Herman Luna. Ariola at second base. 2-2. Misses low and in. Almost went around on it was Wilson. And the count runs full. Gets back in the batter's box as Wilson. You don't want to put runners at first and second. Joe Fagan waits on deck for Humboldt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Luna glances at second base and the pitch. 3-2 ground ball, roller towards second, scooped up by Daniel Berman, the second baseman, the throw to first in time for out number 3, and the inning comes to a close. But the Crabs take a bite out of the deficit. They get 1 run across on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. It's Jason Ariola left on at second base. An RBI double off the bat of Ariola makes it a 5-4 lead for Medford. We head to the 4th inning right after this. Due up for the Rogues in the 4th inning. 9-1-2, Will Salahar, Daniel Berman, and Quentin Olson. Rogues 5, Humboldt 4. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Top half of inning number 4 we go from the Arcata Ballpark. Medford leads by 1, 5-4 against the Humboldt Crabs. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. It's the Rogues sending 9-1-2 up on this Saturday evening. Will Salahar leads off the inning, followed by Daniel Berman and Quentin Olson. First pitch, Will Salahar swinging a miss, strike 1. Rogues tonight have had their moments. 4 runs across in the first, 1 run across in the second. And if you are Medford, this is a definitely a inning that can make or break this whole entire night. I know it's only in the 4th inning. First, that strike 1 pitch, misses low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Salahar at the dish. 0 for 1 so far tonight. One ball and a strike. Splitter finds the top third, strike 2. Salahar ground out to third base in the first. The Anthem Arizona native wearing those neon cleats gets back in the batter's box. Left-handed batter behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. I did promise 1-2, misses up and in the count goes square. And the boss man, Dave May, is here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Will Salahar. Big pitch for the leadoff man in the top half of inning number 4. 2-2. Fouls off the breaking ball, goes third base side. We'll do it again, still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dave May back on for another night of Rogues baseball in Northern California. Boss, how are you?
I like this score better than last night's, Brian.
You know, I said on the air for the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show, the Rogues scored the most runs last night when you were on the air with me.
I got multiple texts, multiple messages on social media that I need to be on the whole game with you.
2-2, fouled off, says the home plate umpire. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. You like what the Rogues did in the first inning, putting 4 runs across. You like the attack mode by the Rogues in this middle game of this 3-game set.
Yeah, it's awesome to put 4 up early, and then, unfortunately, we hang one a little bit, and it, flies out, which, at Harry and David Field, that's a pop-up to the shortstop.
2-2. Pass ball called, strike 3 on the inside corner. Will Salahar down on strikes for the first out of the inning. It is the second strikeout victim for Bryson Schulp tonight. So bases empty, 1 out. We go back to the top of the order with Daniel Berman. 5-4 lead for Medford in this decisive game 2 of this 3-game set. It's the game of the year for the Rogues, and you think about it, a little bit of scoreboard watching.
What's really fun about this is I was just on the Lincoln broadcast, and they have our score bug and our score on their live stream. Our score is on their live stream. So they're doing some scoreboard watching themselves, and it's fun. This is the best part, right? We're in a position where we can, we control our own destiny here, and other teams are watching what we're doing.
1-0 misses low, 2 balls and no strikes to Daniel Berman.
It's fun, Brian. This is what we want. This is the position we want to be in, right? At the end of the day, we've come to Humboldt the last couple of years. At the end of the season, we've tried to spoil their season. Now they're trying to spoil ours. This is awesome, and a great crowd tonight too.
That's right.
I mean, they have fireworks tonight. It's a fun atmosphere. I talked about it last night as well.
And think about it, it's alumni night and family night, family weekend at the ballpark. 2-1 pitch to Daniel Berman, misses up and in, ball 3. And I was talking with a couple of players, and it'd be really cool to have an alumni night at Harry and David Field in the future.
Well, I just saw one of our alumni. He happens to also be a Crabs alumni too. So we had a great conversation. Cam Sewell, known him since, gosh dang, diapers. His dad, Todd, was my baseball coach as a young man.
3-1 misses low and outside the ball 4. Daniel Berman reaches on base for the 3rd time tonight. 1 out base runner on for the Rogues, and you like that. The Rogues, in 3 innings so far tonight, have gotten a base runner on. They went 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the 3rd, but gotta get a base runner on, pass the bat along. Here's Quentin Olson, the Rogues left fielder.
I like our shot here at the top of the order. Hopefully Berman can steal one here, and maybe a little hit and run.
First pitch, fouls it off, left side, strike 1. Quentin Olson tonight 1 for 2 at the dish. Definitely put a spark into the Rogues lineup in that first inning. You definitely heard a quiet chill in the crowd in the top half of the first when the Rogues put up a 4 spot in the inning. Quentin Olson behind, no balls and 1 strike. Bryson Schulp sets up on the middle of the rubber, throws it over to first base, gets back to the bag with a head first slide as Daniel Berman. No balls and 1 strike. It is your birthday tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun at the ballpark. Hopefully the Rogues can get you a early birthday present tonight.
Yeah, I'm hoping a Rogues win, a Kings win, and we celebrate my birthday tonight. But it's always great. Like we always schedule traditionally our last regular season games here in Humboldt. And these fans are awesome.
That's
right.
right.
Like I really do like coming here as a whole. It's fun. Get away.
Strike 1 pitch gets away from the catcher Soares, and jogging towards second is Daniel Berman. He gets to second base to eliminate the opportunity to turn 2. 1 ball and 1 strike. And you like what the Rogues have been able to do tonight, be able to set the tone and be able to match the energy that the Crabs brought last night in game 1 of the weekend series.
Brian, 2 things just happened. Number 1, how many feet away are we right now?
180 feet.
Attaboy. And number 2, what else does it eliminate?
Eliminates the opportunity to turn 2, the double play. That's
awesome.
Crucial.
Massive for us right now. We're at 2, 3, 4 coming up here. I really like this.
1-1 pitch. Fastball finds the inside corner, strike 2, but also you think about how slow the grass is in this infield at this ballpark. You're not going to see many double plays be turned. You just have to find a way to get that throw to first base, or in Logan Macy's case, scamper to third base and tag the bag with the glove.
Yeah, that was a great play over there.
1-2, ground ball, line drive right to Areola, throw
Safe.
over to second base,
Safe.
and Daniel Berman is safe at second, so Quentin Olson lines out to the third base and Areola on the hot shot for the second out of the inning. But that is, I mean, Quentin Olson has had those types of at-bats all summer long. Good contact, but has not been able to get aboard. But he's been having a lot of fun in the summer here up in the Rogue Valley.
You know, you hit those balls hard, they're gonna fall, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna get there. I think that's what Coach Kev and Seitz and Monty and Berger, all those guys, they're looking at these guys and just hit a ball hard. And you might hit it hard at someone, but just keep hitting balls hard. And he has unfortunately had some bad luck overall with hitting balls hard right at guys. But I really like that guy. Quentin's an incredible player, and we're fortunate to have him. And kind of expanding on that, I'm really fortunate personally that I've gotten to know some of these guys, and you have, Ryan, more than I have, but they're incredible humans.
They are.
Right? I've talked to literally every single host family, and we had host family appreciation night at our last home game, and so talked to all of them, and they're saying, man, this is the best group we've ever had, and they're doing well on the field as well. Like it's incredible. It's so much fun.
First pitch, breaking ball, finds him out middle third, a strike one to Logan Macy. Macy tonight 1 for 1 off a walk. Conversation between the battery mates of Shelp and Soares, and as well as the pitching coach of the Crabs before that pitch. 1 misses low and outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Runner at second base, that is Daniel Berman. We are in the top half of inning number 4. We are still scoreboard watching. It's a 3-0 lead for the West Coast Kings in the bottom half of the third. And you think about it, the guys were definitely watching the game on Thursday night at the ballpark. We were watching it up in the press box. We were running around.
We were. It was fun.
1-1 ground ball to third base side, scooped up by Mullen. The third baseman. The throw to first base is dug out in time by Arriola. 5-3 on the ground out for the third and final out of the inning. And the Rogues inning comes to a close. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left. Daniel Berman left on at second base. Head of the home half of inning number 4 right after this. Want to stay on for another half inning?
At least another half. We'll go more probably.
5-4 Medford, bottom half of inning number 4 we go. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro's supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Go from the Arcata Ballpark, Medford 5, Humboldt 4. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Alongside of Dave May, my name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard. It is the Rogues leading by 1, facing 9-1-2 in the Humboldt Crabs batting order. Joe Fagan leads off the inning, followed by Manoah Chapman and Alex Harrington. It is Herman Luna who stays on the bump. First pitch, misses inside, a ball 1. Joe Fagan tonight 1 for 1 at the dish. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard that's brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. 2 other games going on in the Pacific Empire League tonight. Healdsburg, who's already locked up the postseason. 1-0, misses inside, ball 2. Healdsburg taking on the California Red Tails in a non-league game. They lead 10-1 against the Red Tails in the bottom of the 5th. In the bottom of the 3rd, 2-0, swing and a miss, strike 1. To Joe Fagan. He singled back in the 2nd. Got the third base with left stranded there. Getting back to the scoreboard. The West Coast Kings leading 3-0 against Lincoln. 2-1 ground ball. That's fouled down the third base side, and the count goes even. West Coast Kings leading in the bottom of the third, 3-0 against the Potters. That's a big game there for the Rogues. If the Kings win and the Rogues win, that puts the Rogues in the postseason, a lot on the line. And we're not the only ones scoreboard watching. The bullpen is scoreboard watching all the way out there.
Oh, they're giving me the score updates. I usually hang out down the line here at Arcata Ballpark. These hecklers, they kind of get to me a little bit. They're all over me. They're all over our players like that.
3-2, ground ball to the left side, scooped up by Logan Amacy at third. The throw to first base on the money.
Good
Logan
play.
Amacy's playing well at third tonight. 5-3 on the ground out for the first out of the inning. Base is empty, one out. We go back to the top of the order. Manoa Chapman has reached on base in his last two ABs. 5-4 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. You can definitely feel this group wants to go to the postseason when everyone's scoreboard watching out in the bullpen.
Yeah, it's fun, Brian. I mean, this is, again, I think I said it, but, we're looking at, something we haven't done since at hosting a game anyway.
First pitch, this is inside, a ball one.
Since 2017, we were supposed to host the Potters in 2018 in the Great West League, and Fires took that away from us. But
1-0, the ground ball to the shortstop, bobbled by Jay Nugebauer, picks it up, the throw to first base, dug out in time by Kian Sanchez. Big play by the Rogues, 6-3 on the ground out. That infield for the Rogues playing well tonight, especially of how the hops are in that infield.
How about Kian doing the splits right there?
That's right.
I'm not that athletic, Brian. I don't think either one of us are. The guy played third, the guy hits, the guy does everything, and then he goes over to first and does the splits on a play like that. Like, what an incredible player. What a great player.
Head coach Kevin Olmstead touched on this in our one-on-one conversation. First pitch misses low, ball one. Talking about the development of the guys throughout the whole entire summer. Kian Sanchez is a great player. When he got to the Rogue Valley, he's an even better player when he's going to leave the Rogues at the end of the summer.
Yeah, that's part of it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to win? Of course, right? At the end of the day, are we in a spot where, we can compete for a league championship? Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's awesome. But at the end of the day, what are we doing? Our job here is to make these guys better.
Chopper up the middle. Daniel Berman takes it on a hop at second. The throw to first base in time for out number 3. 4-3 on the ground out for the third and final out of the inning. And the Crabs go in order. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Want to stay on for the fifth inning?
Well, I'm not doing much. Let's keep talking, Brian.
Awesome.
I'm in.
Awesome pool guy. Fifth inning coming up right after this. 5-4 Medford due up for the Rogues in the top half of inning number 5. Mr. Splits himself, Kian Sanchez, leads off the inning. Chris Ortiz and Jackson Rosenthal due up. 5-4 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. It's a 5-4 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Top half of inning number 5 we go from Northern California. That means it is the fifth inning. The fifth inning is brought to you by the Awesome Pool Guy. Need to replace your vinyl pool liner? Call the Awesome Pool Guy, CCB 255-795. Humboldt calls to the bullpen for the first time on this Saturday evening. They send in Cody Collins to replace the starter Bryson Shelp, and this pitching change tonight and all season long brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Bryson Shelp goes 4 innings on the hill, gives up 3 hits, 5 runs, 1 error, issued 1, 2, 3, 4 walks, and only struck out 1 batter. But you like what the Rogues have done so far, being able to chase out the starter Bryson Shelp. Dave May joins us once again. And if you're the Rogues, you like what you're doing, kind of a complete 180 to what happened last night at this point of the game. You like what the Rogues have been able to do and be able to adjust for tonight's game.
You know what? You know, our first inning really kind of showed what we have. And these guys get beat last night, and I've talked about it. These guys have been awesome. They've really shown what they are, and it's a lot of fun. Like it's a ton of fun for these guys. You know, even again, I'm watching Cam Sewell walk in front of me. You know, it's fun for him too. Like
That's right.
I talked to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for the Rogues, even though I played for the Crabs and the Rogues. I'm a Medford guy, but hopefully the Crabs guys don't listen to this because they want to claim him too. So that's fine."
Swing and a miss, strike 1 to Kean Sanchez. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Rogues. Kean Sanchez leads off the inning, followed by Chris Ortiz and Jackson Rosenthal. Cody Collins is strike 1 pitch, misses low and in, ball 1. Collins this season has an ERA of 6.52, 3 wins, 2 losses, 11 appearances, 7 starts, 29 innings on the hill. Opposing batters, though, are hitting .333 against him in at 2026. Ball and a strike to Kean. Breaking ball, misses upstairs, ball 2. And you know, you have to wear layers when you're at the Arcata Ballpark, and I am wearing our Medford Rogues short sleeve quarter zip. I do have some maroon on. It's not Healdsburg maroon, but you have to channel a little bit of the championship excellence in summer collegiate baseball. 2-1 misses inside to ball 3, but it's Corvallis Knights.
Yeah, that's obviously a great program as well.
That's right.
Brian, first thing I said when I saw you, is that a Healdsburg shirt? and I like Healdsburg, right? They've built the best team in the league.
3-1, line drive, right center field, a base hit for Kean Sanchez, bounces off, bobbles, it is the center fielder Harrington, slips is Kean Sanchez, but he gets back to first base, but a leadoff single off the bat of Kean Sanchez gets the Rogues aboard for the first, for the leadoff man. Think about this, the Rogues have gotten the leadoff man on 4 times so far tonight.
I'm pretty sure we have some fans sitting up here like they did last night. I'm pretty sure one of them might have sniped him because he got sniped going around first base.
That's
but
right.
Hey, we'll take a nice base hit there, leadoff hit, and Kean's great. And let's put a couple up here, Brian. I'd like to put a couple up here.
5-4 lead for Medford in the Austin Pool Guy 5th inning. Cody Collins works on that third base side. First pitch almost gets away from the catcher Quana Suarez. Misses up and in, up and out, ball 1.
That's
Chris
a great play.
Ortiz,
That's a great play.
That saves.
Saves 90 feet, right?
That's it,
and
exactly.
180 feet from scoring
Exactly.
with no outs. Yeah, that's a great play right there.
Chris Ortiz, the right-handed batter, 0 for 1 of a walk tonight. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Chops it third base side, trails out of play. Strike 1.
Brian, who painted those lines? I thought that was fair. Just kidding. Just kidding, Brian. Well, foul.
Well, the thing is that the head groundskeeper, is on the top row of the stands on the first base side, and he is the chairman of the board to the loudness of the Arcata Ballpark. 1-1 skied, popped up down the first base side, trails out of play, and it goes onto the street. During one of our innings, a foul ball hit that white pickup truck.
Oh yeah, up there?
All the way up there. Dinged off the passenger door, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chris Ortiz.
I'm standing down the line down there, and another foul ball went right over my head. And luckily, no one got hurt, but yeah, it was a great, man, I just wanted a souvenir. Brian, since we're talking souvenirs, we've had a few foul balls go that way, and I'm asking players, give me the ball, just like a kid, just like them. Last night, Tristan Ainsworth, I believe it was, pump faked me. And then brought it back in. Oh, man. I'm cutting his per diem, actually.
Oh, my word. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chris Ortiz. Big pitch upcoming. And the pitch. Fouls off the fastball.
Good.
Goes to the screen, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. You think about it, it was actually last week we were in Lincoln and we were doing batting practice, and they have a couple of the pitchers out beyond the outfield because you're gonna have definitely a lot of home run balls at McBean Park, and a couple of the guys found a couple of CCAA balls from the Division II ranks.
Awesome.
Out at McBean Park, and
did we throw them in our bucket?
The thing is, I wanted to call strike 3 on the outside corner. Chris Ortiz throws it at the dish. That is the first strikeout victim for Cody Collins this evening. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the awesome pool guy 5th inning. Runner at first base, that is Kean Sanchez. Here's the DH man, Jackson Rosenthal. 5-4 lead for Medford in the awesome pool guy 5th inning. I was going to try to take that ball because it had the CCAA logo on it. I collect a lot of sports memorabilia. I'm a Bill Landis signed baseball guy.
That's awesome.
Guy who played for the Red Sox, throw over to first base, gets back to the bag of a head first slide as Kean Sanchez. Actually, played for Kalinga College all the way back in the 50s. Came out.
That's your neck of the woods, right?
Yeah, that's right, my hometown. So he threw out the first pitch a couple of years ago. He signed the baseball. First pitch, Jackson Rosenthal. Did he swing on it? Check swing.
No,
he did go around.
He can't in the middle there. He cannot give a swing there. I mean, if he can't see it behind the plate, how can? All due respect. Yeah. All due respect. How can he see it there? You can see it down the lines, but it's tough. If he can't see it behind the plate, how's he seeing it there? That's my question.
That's a good question there, boss. But the thing is that I was going to try to get it. The ball gets away from Kawanasora, scampering towards second base is Kean Sanchez, and he eliminates the opportunity to turn 2. Plus, the Rogues are only 180 feet away from scoring. There was 1 ball that almost got past Kawanasora's, but he did a good job of roping that one in. But that ball escaping away opens the door for opportunity for Captain Chaos. Get this offense moving once again.
Yeah, he's Kevin's awesome, right? We call him Captain Chaos, Coach Chaos. You know, I walked in, and first thing I yelled at, there was no one in the stadium, and Coach Chaos, I love you. You know, it's just a great guy.
1-1, fouled off to the screen, strike 2.
I love Kev. You know, Kev and I, we have a lot of deep conversations. We have a lot of deep, you know, things to talk about in baseball, but there's also the life stuff too, right? Yeah. I mean, Coach Kev has a lot of things coming up in his future. What do we have going on here?
So the home plate umpire is talking to the Rogues dugout. Was that a verbal warning to the Rogues dugout?
Not sure what that was. He's looking that way. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Jackson Rosenthal, big pitch upcoming in this at bat. The pitch, line drive, left center field, drops hot by the left throw, bobble. The throw over to second base is not in time. Jackson Rosenthal lines out to left field for the second out of the inning. That Wilson, the left fielder, bobbled it a bit, but he secured it for the second out of the inning. But that was a hard hit ball by Jackson Rosenthal.
That's a great hit. You know, I thought it was down initially. I think that's what I said there. And you know, that's a great play by their left fielder. And the sun's kind of tough right now.
That's
out there.
right.
Like he's kind of looking into a little bit of sun and the sun shadow, all the things. And great play by him out there. But I was hoping it would have got down. That would have been great. Great job by Kean out there at second base,
right.
Not get doubled off.
Kean Sanchez at second base. First pitch to Evan Saito, fouls it off. And it goes to the backstop, strike 1. A 5-4 lead for Medford against Humboldt. Middle game of this 3-game set. Dave May is joining us. He'll be on for the next inning. But more importantly, we are scoreboard watching. Out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Kramer Cabinets. In the 4th inning from McBean Park, it's a 3-2 lead for the West Coast Kings against the Lincoln Potters. Strike 1 pitch upcoming. Breaking ball, misses up and in. A ball and a strike.
The Potters have been very good at, and just recent history, we'll talk the last week, but they've been very good at coming back late.
Yeah.
And they're a great club. I was talking with their general manager today, actually, and you know, we feel that
1-1 fouled off right side, strike 2.
We feel that either one of us can give Healdsburg a run next week, and you know, we'll see what happens. You know, I obviously hope it's us. Like that's optimal. Like that's what we're going for. But at the end of the day, you know, we're looking for the strongest team to play the strongest team.
Yeah.
And Healdsburg is the best team in our league and have proven that for years now.
1-2, misses outside, and the count goes square. But also you think about the coaching aspect of it. Kevin Olmstead or Eli Garcia might get their first playoff berth as a head coach. Two guys that came into the league at the same time, two guys that have a lot of respect for each other.
And both guys very good.
That's correct.
I have a ton of respect for Eli. Eli, when he was in Medford, we talked for hours.
2-2, misses low.
Great guy. He does a great job with their roster. Matt does a great job with their roster. Kevin obviously is doing a great job with our roster and all of our coaches, right? But you look at the head guy first, and they are, in my opinion, and no disrespect to anyone else, they're some of the better.
3-2, called strike 3 on the inside corner. Saito down on strikes. No runs, a hit, no errors, one left. Kean Sanchez left on at second base. We continue the Asa Pool guy, 5th inning, 5-4 lead for Medford. Want to stay on for another half inning, boss?
Yeah, give me 3 more outs. Why not? We've thrown some zeros up. I kind of want to be involved in it, something scoring, but for us, not them.
5-4 Medford, bottom half of inning number 5 we go right after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure Pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3- and 4-bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet-friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. Continue the Asa Pool guy 5th inning. Little game of this 3-game set between the Humboldt Crabs and the Medford Rogues. Medford leading by 1, 5-4 against Humboldt. Alongside Dave May, my name is Brian Loach. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Crabs. Kawana Soares leads off the inning, followed by Adam Enyart and Jamie Mullen. And Herman Luna stays on the bump for the Rogues. Gets his 5th inning on the hill. Done a pretty good job of being able to weather the storm throughout this whole entire Saturday evening. First offering comes home from Herman Luna. First pitch, breaking ball, finds the inside corner, strike 1. Kawana Soares tonight struck out in the first inning, but grounded out to close the book on the second. This is a big inning right now if you are Herman Luna and company. Hits that in the air. Left center field going back is Evan Saito at the track. That's going to carry him off the wall. Rounding first, digging for 2 is Kawana Soares, and he slides feet first into second base. It's a leadoff double for the Crabs. Not the best way to start off the inning there, boss.
It's really hard the third time through an order,
yeah.
Right? I mean, you look at Major League Baseball and their analytics and what they're doing, and they try not to get into the third time through the order against a lot of pitchers, and you see that across the board with shorter innings pitched and what that looks like. And we're taking a gamble here by running him out there. I mean, Enyart's their 3-hitter, 4-hitter, somewhere.
Cleanup man.
Yeah, cleanup man. So, we're halfway through the third time through the order now, almost, and we got to find a way to get Enyart out, and he's a very good player.
Second-year player for the Crabs. Actually changed the game in that final game of the regular season last year. First pitch misses outside ball 1 with the freeway ball incident, and then the chain incident ensued afterwards.
That did change some things for sure. Yeah, I mean, I have a ton of respect for Adam Enyart.
Yes.
And great player. So we're in a spot right now. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Herman can make a way here to get him out.
1-0, misses up and in ball 2. I'm in layers, but you're still in your short sleeve t-shirt. I mean, Arizona, you live in Arizona, you've been wearing sweatshirts at the ballpark when it's 89 degrees, but this is probably like 32 below for you, right, boss?
Oh, it's really cold. The problem is my sweatshirt's in the dugout. I've been on the broadcast now for almost 2 innings, and it was warmer when I got up here, so I'm freezing a little bit, yes.
2-0, misses outside of ball 3. That was a strike a couple of innings ago. Adam Enyart at the dish, 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Struck out in the first, came around and drew a walk in the third, came around and scored on that. Enyart, a guy who's probably had a big hit last night, an RBI triple to set the tone in the first inning. 3 balls, no strikes. Fastball misses up and in, ball 4. Adam Enyart takes first. A double from Soares, now a walk for Enyart, puts runners at first and second.
Coach Berger on the way out.
So Nick Berger, the pitching coach of the Rogues, walks out to talk with Herman Luna.
That's good hustle. Look at him go. That's great hustle.
He can still play.
Yeah. Oh, I think I wonder if he has still any eligibility left. Let's see if we might need a guy next week if we happen to go. I'm gonna have to ask him after the game if he still has anything left in the tank.
You know, it was kind of fun this summer being able to pick his brain about the pitching side, but also he played for Larry Lee, Cal Poly head coach for a very long time. Nick played for him when Larry Lee was the coach at Cuesta College way back in the day. I have a lot of respect for Larry Lee, getting a lot of the stories, but also his insight and his take on baseball has been very insightful and has also been a great learning experience for these guys in 2026 to learn from a guy who has a wealth of experience pitching, but also the game of baseball.
I love Coach Berger, and you talked about Cuesta College. His bag that he still brings to the ballpark every day is a Cuesta College bag. Like he talks about it openly, of his love for Coach Lee, and he's been a valuable asset. You just look at our pitching numbers, and they've gone down under his leadership.
That's
and
right.
He's done a great job. I like that guy.
Throw over to second base by Herman Luna, trying to get Soares out.
That was a little trick play there. We had our shortstop holding, and then our second baseman broke to try and get him out. That had to have been a talk during the mound visit, would be my guess.
You can definitely feel this is a playoff situation for the Rogues. First offering to the righty, Jamie Mullen. First pitch. This is low, ball 1. Think about that scoreboard. It's a 3-2 lead for the Kings in the 4th inning.
I hope it's raining there and it ends in the 5th. That's what I'm rooting for right now. 3-2 after 5 would be great.
Well, our good friend Jeff Weiss says that it never rains at Anhorn Field at Crater High School in Central Point.
True.
1-0, ground ball to third base side, picked up by Logan Macy, steps on the bag at third, the throw to second base.
Oh, we had a shot at 3. Oh my goodness. But we'll take 2.
Got the double play.
We got 2.
Got Soares out at third base, Enyart out at second. Mullen reaches on a fielder's choice, so it is the 5-4 on the double play, and that's big for the Rogues defensively.
I was hoping for a 5-4-3 triple play, but I'll take a 5-4 double play, Brian.
You know what the thing is, that the only time that I've ever seen a triple play turn, it was with the Fresno A's, my first summer.
Was it against Medford?
It was against a team called the California Halos. Ball gets away from Chris Ortiz, scampering towards second base. Is Mullen the throw to second base, and the throw is late. Mullen scampers to second base, puts the Crabs only 180 feet away from scoring. 5-4 lead for Medford. But that's the only time I've ever seen a triple play.
Coach Olmstead's coming out. He has a question.
Now head coach Kevin Olmstead checking with his catcher Chris Ortiz now, trying to talk with the home plate umpire. Trying to argue about the bat.
Bunt, I think the bunt. Yeah, I think it was a bunt attempt. Maybe.
And Coach Kevin Olmstead trying to argue his case.
I think he's asked them to get together.
And did he square for a bunt? So a little bit of craziness. Herman Luna's talking to the third base umpire.
Yeah, get them together. Have a conversation.
And now the home plate umpire telling head coach Kevin Olmstead to simmer down over on that first base dugout. This is a crucial call that could change the game. So we pulled it back, says the home plate umpire. And now Nick Berger is out of the dugout. Rogues have not been happy about how the umpiring has been the last couple of games. Last night and a little bit tonight. One ball and no strikes to the lefty. Colton Boardman 0 for 2 so far tonight. The lefty trying to provide a little bit of offense for this Crabs. But more importantly, if you are Herman Luna, you want to find a way to get that third and final out of the inning. Hits that in the air. Right field going back as well. Salahar. Salahar with the neon shoes makes the grab for out number 3 with the one-hand grab. And the inning comes to a close. Always a blast, my friend.
I'm not done. Let's go 3 more. Let's go 3 more outs, Brian. We need 3 more. I need a run. I need something to get excited about. Let's go Rogues here.
That's right. No runs, a hit, no errors, but 1 left. Jamie Mullen left on at second base. Rogues lead 5-4 against Humboldt. This wraps up the awesome pool guy 5th inning. Top half of inning number 6 we go. 2 up for the Rogues. Jay Neugebauer, Will Salahar, and back to the top of the order of Daniel Berman. Can the Rogues stay alive in the game of the year? We shall see. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Play in Northern California. It's a 5-4 lead for the Medford Rogues against the Humboldt Crabs. Top half of inning number 6 we go at the Arcata Ballpark alongside of Dave May. My name is Brian Welch. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Jay Neugebauer leads off the inning, followed by Will Salahar, and back to the top of the order of Daniel Berman. We are still scoreboard watching on this Saturday evening. And the Out-of-Town Scoreboard brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. It's a 3-2 lead for the West Coast Kings. Actually, it's a 4-3 lead for the Potters in the top of the 5th. First pitch for a strike for Jaden Neugebauer. You think about how this game has gone. Rogues offense has had its moments so far this evening. If you can find a way to capitalize, this would be huge. First pitch, that's strike 1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Neugebauer tonight, 0 for 2 with an RBI, sac fly in the first, flied out to left field in the third. You think about it, Dave, this is a crucial inning right now. Number 1, you got to get runs across, but also number 2, you want to get a little bit more insurance this evening. Neugebauer fouls it off just to keep the at-bat going. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
If we can get, I believe we're 8-9-1, right?
Yeah.
I think you said. We can get 1 or 2 of these guys on at the top of the order. Yeah. I'm excited to see what happens with 1, 2, 3, 4 coming up. So let's try and add one on here. I'm kind of bored up here with a lot of zeros getting thrown.
0-2 leans to a ground ball. Left side goes to his right, spins around his Fagan. The shortstop, the throw to first base.
That's great.
Not in time. Infield single for Jaden Neugebauer, and he leads off the top half of inning number 6. That is a good play. But then again, you think about how slow the infield is with how high the grass is. If you have the speed, you can definitely go for it and get on base.
My question here is Coach going to bunt to get him 90 feet closer with our 9 guy? I think he will.
You should.
We'll see. We'll see what he does.
Scores for a bunt as Will Salahar pops it foul, screams over everybody's head to the left. Strike 1. Not because Will's the 9-hitter, but he has the speed and he has that ability to change the game. And you gotta keep the Crabs on their toes in this inning.
Well, by bunting also, you already see it. The third baseman now comes in. You slap one over his head. the hole on the right side with them holding the runner on at first. That opens up opportunity.
Strike one pitch. Bunts it. Comebacker to the pitcher Collins. A throw to first base. In time, 1-3 on the ground out. That advances Jan Neugebauer to second base. So the sack bunt moves Jan Neugebauer to second, eliminates the opportunity to turn two. Rogues offense is cooking, only 180 feet away from scoring, but it's been a much better evening than it was last night. The Rogues being able to find ways to get runners across. 4 runs across in the first, 1 run across in the second. Rogues have been held scoreless since then. Can Daniel Berman crack into the hit column in this inning? First pitch, misses up and in, ball 1. And this is going to be a very interesting one. You can definitely feel game of the year vibes, and it is the game of the year. Can the Rogues keep the postseason alive in Northern California? 1 ball and no strikes upcoming. Jan Neugebauer dancing around at second base. Big lead for him. 1-0. This is inside at ball 2.
There's no one holding him at second, even close. I'd love to see him take the free 90. I hope, right? You never want to get a guy thrown out at third, but if you look at it, there's nobody really around him. There's nobody.
Collins delivers a 2-0 pitch.
So
fastball finds the top third, strike 1. But more importantly, you have a right-handed batter obstructing the view of Kiwanis Suarez.
He's got to throw through him
on that third base side.
He's got to throw through him, and that's tough to do. And I know Kiwanis, you said, I believe is his name.
Yes, Kiwanis Suarez.
Yeah, he's a good catcher.
2-1, misses up and in, buzzes the tower. Daniel Berman trying to find a way to get aboard at head 3-1.
I just watched him throw down to second in the last half, and he threw it from his knees on a line that would have taken the pitcher's head off. I mean, kid's got a great arm, so he's going to have to get a good jump if he's going to swipe a bag here.
Big lead for Jan Neugebauer at second base, a 3-1. Fastball elevated, ball 4. Daniel Berman coaxes a 1-out walk, puts runners at first and second.
Quentin Olson, right?
So Quentin Olson comes up now. So 2 on, 1 out. We are on the top of 6. 5-4 lead for Medford. Quentin Olson, 1 for 3 tonight. Rogues offense definitely trying to get that offense moving again. The question is, base runners on. Rogues were in that same situation last night.
Left too many on last night, for sure.
Kevin Olmstead talked about that a little bit in our pregame show today, in our one-on-one conversation, the Awesome Pool Guy on Deck show. First pitch finds the outer third, strike 1. He also emphasized that during our lunch near the team hotel. Actually, we went to the Samoa Bridge and walked right by the water.
How was it?
Really good. We actually went to the Mexican restaurant near the team hotel. Tracy Mack suggested it for us. Strike 1 pitch. Slaps it to the right side. Gobbled up by Ariola. Throws over second for 1. The throw to third base. And it's not in time at third base. So Daniel Berman is forced out at second. So it is officially 3-6 on the force out. Quentin Olson reaches on base on a fielder's choice, puts runners at the corners. And if you are the Rogues, you have 2 outs now. 2 on, 2 outs. 5-4 lead for Medford. How aggressive do you get in this instance, Dave?
We'll see. It's hard. Middle of the order. You want to let your guys eat. You want to let them swing here.
First pitch swinging, hits that sky high in the air. Going back is Harrington. Karam's off the wall. 1 runs in. And Logan Macy coasts into second base. It's an RBI double, and the Rogues lead by 2, 6-4 against Humboldt.
Did I say let him eat? Let him hit? Let's go.
Let Logan Macy eat. Let the big dog eat on this Saturday evening. An RBI double makes it a 6-4 lead for Medford. And Logan Macy, a guy who was at short last night, moved over to third, is making some great plays in the infield and swinging the bat well, gets his second hit of the night. An RBI single earlier in the game in the second. The Rogues have runners at second and third.
This might be the biggest at bat of the game, I think.
Yeah.
To point, and not to take any credit away any of the previous, but.
Knuckles it in the air as Kean Sanchez, first pitch swinging, tracking it down as Ariola, the first baseman, and he grabs it with the 2 hands for out number 3, and the inning comes to a close, but the Rogues tack on a run. They lead by 2, 6-4 against the Humboldt Crabs. You want to stay on for one more inning?
I think I'm going to go enjoy the Crabs fans and go heckle some Crabs players and see if I can get us a victory tonight.
Dave, always a pleasure, my friend. You're always welcome. Hey, Happy birthday. Happy early birthday.
Oh, I'll see you tomorrow.
That's right.
You're going to talk to me on my big 4-0,
That's
Brian.
correct.
I can't wait. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Hopefully, if the Kings come back and the Rogues win, we'll have ourselves a nice celebration tomorrow.
Well, that's good to hear, my friend. Dave May joining us on the Rogue Streaming Network. Bottom half of inning number 6 we go. 6-4 Medford. 1 run comes across on 1 hit. No errors, but the Rogues leave 2 on. Quentin Olson and Logan Macy left on. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. Looking to buy or sell in the Rogue Valley? David Case of Windermere Realty has you covered. Windermere Realty has been serving the Rogue Valley for over 30 years. David, a proud husband and father, has been a broker in the Rogue Valley for almost a decade. From residential and rural to commercial, David can handle it all. Contact David Case if you're looking to buy or sell at 541-944-9330. Windermere Realty and David Case, proud supporters of Medford Rogues Baseball.
Discover the Life Plan community in the heart of the Rogue Valley. Here, your days are filled with opportunities to express yourself, engage your mind and body, and share your life with great new friends. You can connect, grow, and thrive. Our hilltop location is near world-class vineyards, the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, and the Brit Music and Arts Festival. Rogue Valley Manor, Southern Oregon's premier Life Plan community.
Bottom half of inning number 6 we go from the Arcata Ballpark. First call to the bullpen for the Rogues on this Saturday evening. Wyatt Green replaces Herman Luna in this pitching change tonight and all season long, brought to you by KTVL 10, Southern Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Brian Woods back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Rogues lead by 2, 6-4 against the Humboldt Crabs. Middle game of this 3-game set. This is the game of the year for the Rogues. A must-win for Medford. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1 to the first baseman, Jason Arriola. 7-8-9 due up for the Crabs. Arriola leads off the inning, followed by Anae Wilson and Joe Fagan. If you like what the Rogues have done so far tonight, 4 runs across in the first, 1 run across in the second, run across in the top half of inning number 6. Wyatt Green sets up on that first base side of the rubber. Strike 1 pitch, hits that sky high in the air, tracking it down is Logan Macy, but he runs out of room. And quickly in the hole 0-2 is Jason Arriola. You think about what Wyatt Green has done this season, ERA at 2.63, 4 wins, no losses, 14 appearances, 2 starts, 24 innings on the hill. Wyatt Green's done a pretty good job. Only opposing batters are hitting 180 against Wyatt. 0-2. Fastball elevated, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jason Arriola at the dish. 1 for 1 off a walk tonight. RBI double back in the third, drew a walk in the second, but was forced out at third base. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball gets out of the way, and leans out of the way is Arriola, and the count goes even. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Arriola. Wilson waits on deck. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues. Outfield playing deep and straight away. Evan Saito a couple of steps into left center. Wyatt Green, the gentle giant from Claremont, California, works on that first base side of the rubber. And the 2-2. Fastball hits foul down the third base side. We'll do it once again. Good having Dave May on tonight. We'll have him on tomorrow. It's going to be a very intriguing final game, but back at the game at hand, Rogues have done a pretty good job of limiting the Crabs' offense. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball misses low and the count fills. Definitely feel the moisture off in the distance. It is colder than it was last night. It's always colder on the Saturday games. For some reason, the Saturday games here at the Arcata Ballpark are always chilly. Payoff pitch. Hits that sky high in the air. Left center field, calling everybody off as Jay Neugebauer. Quentin Olson makes the one-hand grab in shallow left center field for the first out of the inning. Arriola pops out for the first out of the frame. Base is empty, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 6. Medford 6, Humboldt 4. Game 2 of this 3-game set. Here's the left fielder, Anae Wilson. Rogues so far tonight have done a pretty good job of containing the Crabs offense. You thought after that first inning, you're probably thinking, oh boy, here we go. But the Rogues pitching staff has been able to find the confidence. Scores for a bunt is Wilson. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Wilson did score for a bunt on that last pitch, but pulled it back just in time. 1-0. Fastball misses outside at 2 balls, no strikes. Think about how this team has played so far tonight. Rogues have been able to capitalize. 2-0, swing and a miss on the fastball. Strike 1. It's not time to put the sweatshirt on yet. 2-1. Fastball misses up and out. 3 balls, 1 strike. Wilson tonight flied out to right field to Will Salahar in the second. Grounded out to Daniel Berman at second base in the third. 3-1. Fastball fouled off down at the left field line, and the count fills. Payoff pitch. 3-2, lifted foul, down the left field line, goes out of play. We'll do it once again. It's great meeting Wyatt's mom and dad and brother last week in right here in the state of California. Wyatt got the start against the Solano Mudcats on Thursday. 3-2, fastball again, pulled foul, left field line. Wilson and Green having a good battle. Base is empty, 1 out. Infield is playing deep for the Rogues. 6-4 lead for Medford in this middle game of this 3-game set. If the Rogues win tonight, they keep their playoff hopes alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball hooks it foul down the left field line, and Wilson continues. Actually, that ball landed in the picnic area. Hope everybody's okay down there. We'll do it again. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball misses upstairs. Ball 4. Anae Wilson takes first. And it's the first walk issued by Wyatt Green this evening. So 1 on, 1 out. We are in the bottom of 6. 6-4 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Here's a shortstop, Joe Fagan. 1 for 2 so far tonight. Crabs have had opportunities with base runners on, could not capitalize. 5-4 double play turned in the 5th inning. First pitch, misses low, ball 1. Lights are turned on at the ballpark. You can definitely see the clouds, see the fog rolling in a little bit just past center field. Runner goes 1-0, ground ball into left center field it goes. The hit and run worked for the Crabs. Wilson to second, Fagan to first. Puts 2 on and 1 out in the bottom half of inning number 6. Crabs have not utilized that hit and run throughout the whole entire evening. And Joe Fagan uses as well, puts runners at first and second, 1 out. We go back to the top of the order with the second baseman, Manoa Chapman. Chapman tonight has reached on base 2 times so far. Rogues can definitely turn 2 to get out of the inning. We talked about a little bit with Dave May. It is tough to turn a double play at this ballpark because of how the infield is. First offering. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike 1. Just the ball just rolls off the bat a little bit slower than you usually think, especially if you play at Harry and David Field. You just have to get used to it. Nick Berger, the pitching coach, was talking about a little bit during batting practice. He said, if the ball was so slow, you got to find a way. You just got to charge at it. Strike 1 pitch. Breaking ball finds the inside corner. Strike 2. Good pitch by Wyatt Green. The Crabs fans not happy about that call. Boos are raining at the Arcata Ballpark. And there's Krabby. Krabby's here, the mascot for the Humboldt Crabs. 0-2, misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wyatt Green, a guy who's been fun to watch. He's been a starter, has been in the rotation throughout this whole entire summer. Guy that's been fun to watch throughout this whole entire summer season. You think about development. 1-2, line drive, center field, base hit. Rounding third, racing towards home. The stop sign put up, and the relay throw is there to keep the runners at bay. But the bases are loaded for the Crabs in the bottom half of inning number 6. So Wilson to third, Fagan to second, Chapman to first. Pair of singles and a walk already in this inning, and the water's starting to boil up on the reliever, Wyatt Green. And now the Crabs fans getting loud and rowdy. So bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Alex Harrington, for the Crabs. You can definitely trade it out for a run if you are the Crabs. A 6-4 lead for Medford. Middle game of this 3-game set. First offering comes home. First pitch finds the outside corner, strike 1. Crabs fans not happy with the strike zone, letting their displeasures known to the home plate umpire. Gets out of the batter's box is Harrington. Harrington tonight 1 for 2 with a walk. Big pitch upcoming in this inning, and you think about how this team has handled its business. Wyatt Green gets the signal from the battery mate, Chris Ortiz. Strike 1 pitch. Breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the inside corner, and quickly in the hole 0-2 is Harrington. Harrington drew a walk, he came around and scored in the first, singled in the second, was forced out during the Soares at bat to close the book on the inning. Grounded out to Daniel Berman in the 4th inning at second base. And the hole 0-2 and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he did get the ball, says Chris Ortiz. And Alex Harrington is down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. So the first strikeout victim for Wyatt Green tonight. You like what the Rogues are doing. It just takes it 1 at bat at a time. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We are on the bottom half of inning number 6. 6-4 lead for Medford. Here is Kawana Soares. Kawana Soares, a guy who's been catching so far in this series. Trying to change the game. Medford 6, Humboldt 4. Wilson at third, Fagan at second, Chapman at first base. First one, fastball bounces low. Picks it up is Chris Ortiz. Runners stay put. Still 1 ball and no strikes. Can Wyatt Green dance out of a bases loaded jam? Gets the signal, sets up on that first base side of the rubber is Wyatt. 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses outside of ball 2. You don't want to walk in a run. You don't want to give up an easy pitch for Soares to hit. Soares has been a pretty lethal hitter so far in the series. Only 1 hit so far tonight. But Soares got aboard with 4 hits in yesterday's affair. Had 2 balls and no strikes. Fastball misses up and out, ball 3. You don't want to walk in a run if you are Wyatt Green. Moon is shining on this Saturday evening in Northern California. Loudest the Crowns fans have been so far tonight. 3 balls, no strikes. Green waits and the pitch. Fastball misses up and in, ball 4. Kawana Soares walks in a run. So Fagan to third, Chapman to second, Soares walks in a run, and now Nick Berger, the pitching coach for the Rogues, steps out of the dugout and has a conversation with Wyatt Green, the whole entire infield. It's a 6-5 lead for the Rogues. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by our good friends at Negro's Pizza. From pizza to wings, even calzones, Figaro's Pizza has you covered. Order online at figaros.com or come by our locations in Phoenix, Gold Hill, and our newest location in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, a proud supporter of sports and your Rogues. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Nick Berger knowing the situation well and ensuring the infield and giving some confidence to Wyatt Green and Chris Ortiz. You load the bases and you face the right fielder, Adam Enyart. You don't want to face Enyart in this situation, but the Rogues can definitely find a way to capitalize and try to find a way to get this, keep it going.
Next up, number 16.
So Adam Enyart digs in for his 4th trip of the evening. Bases loaded, 2 outs. We on the bottom of 6. 6-5 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. And if you are the Rogues, got to get that 3rd and final out somehow. Can Wyatt Green dance out of this disaster? Wyatt Green sets up on the first base side of the rubber. First pitch. This is low and outside of ball 1. Enyart tonight, 0 for 1 of a pair of walks. He's had a quiet night so far. Enyart gets out of the batter's box, climbs back in. And now the crowd starting to chant ball 6 to Wyatt Green. 1 ball, no strikes. Throw over to second base, chases back. The base runner, Manoa Chapman, gets back to the bag with a head first slide. Still 1 ball and no strikes. And now, Wyatt Green wants a new ball. Enyart waiting. Climbs back in the batter's box. Crabs cover all the bags. Fagan at 3rd, Chapman at 2nd, Soares at first base. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Breaking ball, pours in for a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 to the righty, Adam Enyart. Gets back in the batter's box. Goes to work again. Infield is playing deep, the 1-1. Breaking ball misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. 2-1, knuckles it. Middle of the infield, picked up by Daniel Berman, throws it over to first base, and the throw's in time for out number 3, and the inning comes to a close. Wyatt Green dances out of a disaster, and the Rogues find a way to sneak out of the frame. 1 run comes across on 2 hits, no errors, but the Crabs leave the bases loaded. We head to the 7th inning right after this. Rogues still lead by 1. 6-5 Medford. 2 up for the Rogues in the top half of inning number 7. Chris Ortiz, Jackson Rosenthal, and Evan Saito. Medford 6, Humboldt 5. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded container moving company. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Pods brings the container to you. Keep it as long as you like and pack at your own pace. When you're ready, we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod storage center until you need it. And best of all, you don't have to do the driving. Trust Pods with your next move. Book at pods.com today.
Looking for a place that actually feels like home? Check out Oak Ridge Estates in Phoenix, Oregon. This manufactured home community is selling brand new 3 and 4 bedroom homes with everything ready for you. A full kitchen appliance package, private carports, extra storage, and fresh landscaping all included. It is a whole vibe, pet friendly, all ages, and packed with perks like a saltwater pool, hot tub, fitness center, playground, and clubhouse. Stop by 300 Lumen Road or call 541-535-6227 to book your tour today. Discover your place to call home at Oak Ridge Estates. It's a one-run game between Humboldt and Medford. Medford leads 6-5 against the Crabs. Top half of inning number 7 we go from the Arcata Ballpark. Brian Welch back with you on the Rogue Streaming Network. Happy to have you aboard wherever you may be tuning in. Wyatt Green sneaking out of a disaster. Crabs leaving the bases loaded, but the Rogues right now are going to try to find a way to get some insurance on this Saturday evening. It is a little bit chillier than it was last night, but the crowd is loving this game so far. Good baseball. You definitely feel it is playoff baseball in the month of July for summer collegiate baseball. You think about it, next week is the postseason for the Pacific Empire League. Rogues trying to get themselves into a postseason spot for the first time in their time in the Pacific Empire League. So Chris Ortiz leads off the inning, followed by Jackson Rosenthal and Evan Saito. First pitch from the reliever Cody Collins. Misses inside at 1 ball, no strikes. And an evening where the Rogues offense struck first, putting up a 4 spot in the first inning. 1-0, breaking ball, finds the inside corner, strike 1. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard that's brought to you by our good friends at Kramer Cabinets. The game we're watching right now is the West Coast Kings Lincoln Potters game. 1 ball and 1 strike. Breaking ball, misses low and outside at 2 balls, 1 strike. Other game going on in the Pacific Empire League is Healdsburg. They already punched their ticket to the postseason. They lead 16-1 against the California Red Tails. That's the 9th inning. 2-1, ground ball slapped to the third base side. Escapes away from the third baseman Mullen. Chris Ortiz scampers towards first base. And the Rogues have another leadoff man on once again this evening. An infield single off the bat of Chris Ortiz puts the Rogues back in business. Mullen did not know where the ball was. And now Jeff Giacomini steps out, talks with Cody Collins. And Collins' evening comes to a close. We have a new pitcher. We'll tell you who he is when we come right back after this. It's a southpaw for the Crabs. All pitching changes tonight and all season long. Brought to you by KTVL 10, so that Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. 1 on, nobody out. Top half of inning number 7, 6-5 Medford. More after this on the Rogue Streaming Network. After the game is over, are you looking for more Medford Rogues content? Plank Talk is the official podcast of the Medford Rogues. Hi, this is Brian Welch, the voice of your Rogues. Join me every week as we talk with the players, front office staff, and special guests along the way. Plank Talk drops every week during the season on the same channel you watch the Rogues. We will see you for Plank Talk. As always, go Rogues. Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is a proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. It's the best place to recharge your batteries in Medford. Enjoy the indoor pool and spa. Don't forget about the workout room as well. Big event or small, their banquet hall has you covered. Plus, Rogue Green CN Medford Airport is pet friendly as well. Book a stay at Rogue Green CN Medford Airport at roguegreencn.com. Your perfect place in Southern Oregon to eat, play, and stay. Hungry for pizza? Figaro's Pizza has you covered. From pizza to wings and even calzones, there is something for everybody at Figaro's. Order online at figaros.com or stop by our locations in Phoenix and Gold Hill. Check out our newest location, our Take and Bake food trailer in Eagle Point. Locally owned and operated, Figaro supports local schools and sports. Figaro's Pizza, proud supporter of Medford Rogues baseball. Continue the bottom half of inning number 7 from the Arcata Ballpark. 6-5 lead for Medford against the Humboldt Crabs. Crabs call to the bullpen once again on this Saturday evening. They turn to Justin Dugan. This pitching change tonight and all season long, brought to you by KTVL 10, so that Oregon's home for sports and entertainment. Cody Collins goes 2 innings on the hill, gives up 4 hits, 1 run, no errors. Did not actually issued a 1 walk and struck out 2 batters as well throughout the whole entire time on the hill. Justin Dugan getting his warm-up tosses, and Justin Dugan, a guy that was on the hill yesterday in relief. Justin Dugan got 2 innings on the hill, 6 up and 6 down in yesterday's game 1 of the weekend series. The first batter he sees is Jackson Rosenthal, but check that, it's Chance Flores. Rogues gonna trying to find a way to capitalize, and they are going to bring in a righty to face the lefty, Justin Dugan. 6-5 lead for Medford. We are in the top half of inning number 7. Chance Flores goes to work now, replacing Jackson Rosenthal. So this is a crucial inning for the Rogues. You got to find ways to capitalize. And how about this? The Pirate flag is being waved around on that first base side. It is the Pirate flag by Jake Martin. First pitch. Fastball finds the outside corner, strike one. Chance Flores at the dish for the Rogues. Chance this season, a guy that's been fun to watch. 229 hitters so far in the summer. Has 2 runs batted in so far in the summer. Strike one pitch, swing and a miss, strike two. Runner at first base, he inherits, Justin Dugan inherits, in fact, is Chris Ortiz. Chris Ortiz with a leadoff single. Think about how this night has gone. The Rogues have been able to stay one step ahead of the Crabs throughout the whole entire evening. 1-1 misses, actually my apologies, 0-2 misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see how let's see what the home plate umpire says. Yeah, they say 1 ball and 2 strikes. We got the count right. Chance Flores, the right-handed batter, trying to provide a little bit more offense. Crabs can definitely turn 2. 1-2, hits that sky high in the air. Right field, Adam Enyart, the right fielder, makes the one-hand grab. Retreating back to first base is Chris Ortiz. Chance Flores flies out for the first out of the inning. 1 on, 1 out. We are in the top of 7. 6-5 lead for Medford in this middle game of this 3-game set. This is a crucial game in the regular season for the Rogues. This is the game of the year for Medford. If the Rogues win, they keep their playoff hopes alive. If they lose and Lincoln wins tonight, their playoff hopes are diminished. But take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. This is a big game for, if you think about it, if you win, you still control your own destiny. First pitch. Fastball swing and a miss to the righty, Evan Saito. Evan Saito in the 7th spot, 0 for 3 so far this evening. Rogues have had an interesting evening so far. Saito tonight has not gotten on base yet. Flight out to Adam Enyart to right field in the 1st. Ground out to the shortstop, Fagan in the 3rd. Struck out in the 5th. 0-1. Finds the inside third on a strike on the breaking ball. Quickly in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Evan Saito's due for a hit. Infield is playing deep for the Crabs. They can definitely turn 2. Harrington is playing deep in the outfield for the Crabs. He's playing a couple of steps in the right field. 0-2. Misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The whole entire outfield is playing deep, but playing way into right center is Alex Harrington. One, 2 to Evan Saito. 1-2, lifted foul down the first base side. Screams over everybody on the RVs. And we'll do it again, still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Saito, 1 step out of the batter's box. Right-handed batter trying to find a way to continue. Trying to keep this at-bat going, still behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Breaking ball misses outside, and the count goes even. Evan gets back in the batter's box. Waits the 2-2 from Justin Dugan. Hits that in the air. Left field going back as Wilson. It's a freeway ball. A 2-run blast for Evan Saito. Evan Saito changes the game for the Rogues in the middle game of this 3-game set. Evan Saito gets his first home run of 2026. A 2-run blast makes it an 8-5 lead for Medford.